Hello? 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 How are we doing? How are we doing? How's it going? Welcome back to the broadcast. Yeah, I don't know. I'm all over the place today. I apologize for the lateness. I had a lot of stuff going on today, so had to just push it back. I apologize for the facial hair. It's gonna go away tomorrow. Here is the whole thought process behind what's going on my face. Is that I look really bad when I'm clean shaven, like freshly shaven. Like, you don't want to see that. You probably have seen it before, and it's not a pretty look. And so I was like, well, and I was like, I can't do that last night, because I was really considering shaving last night, because I was like, then I'm gonna look horrible on the stream. And so we all have to just put up with this for today, or we just like commit to it and let it grow out even longer. I'm going for like, I can't say that. I'm going for a certain look. I'm like trying to, there's something to it. There's something to it. I think it's better than, the thing is about what I have going on here is this is better than just this. I think this helps the mustache, if I do say so myself. Honestly, the length looks great. These are good comments. These are not comments that I thought I was going to get. I thought people were going to be like, you need to go to the bathroom right now and shave. This is good. Okay. This is nice. Thank you. Yeah, today, I don't know, man. I don't know what today's going to bring us. It's going to be the full stream. We are back in the old studio. Some stream settings that I hope work. I have the Ethernet plugged in. We should be fine. Everything should be good. It should be great. Everything is on track except for the fact that I just don't know what we're going to get into today. I mean, we'll talk a little bit about something like Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. We will certainly talk about Dazed and Confused, which I'm excited to get into. We're going to play games, that's for sure. Andre Ricardo, thank you for the membership. Appreciate it. Starting off the stream on a high note. Look at that. What was that noise? Why is it? That's a really loud noise for a can. Oh my God, my fucking horse, not where it needs to be. Okay. Oh gosh. There we go. Okay, yeah, today's gonna be fun. Today's gonna be great. Mr. Orange Jules, thank you for the super chat. Should make a decades ranked video where you rank each decade of film from worst to best. This one is actually what is going on. I know. I'm just excited to be here is all that's happening. I'm not high. I'm not high. I'm just excited to be here. And I have thought about making that video a couple times before. It's not a bad idea. Thank you for the suggestion though. Dazed and Confused. I'm dazed and alert is what's happening here. I rewatched Blade Runner and Annie Hall recently. Liked them both more this time around. Does that happen with you ever? It does. It happened with today's movie. I realize, we'll talk about it. I don't want to hop right into it, though. I have a lot to say about Dazed and Confused, and really, as I kind of expected deep down, appreciated it a lot this time around. My history with this film is my roommate, my freshman year of film school, was really into it. He's from Texas, so it kind of makes sense. But it's he brought a lot more posters than I did. So he had a giant Dazed and Confused poster that was behind my bed. And so every night I fell asleep to Dazed and Confused behind me, and he would play the movie in the dorm all the time. And I never really saw it all the way through. I just experienced it through bits and pieces. So it's this was kind of my first proper viewing of this movie, and I got a lot to say about it because I thought it was really great. But anyway, yeah, so we'll do that. We'll play some games for sure, and that's gonna be it, man. I'm gonna say this. I probably shouldn't say this because it might still happen, but I want you guys to know that I tried really hard to get Matt Johnson and Jay McCarroll on the broadcast today, because they're doing every interview. They are doing every interview out there. So I was like, oh, we're a shoo-in. We're a shoo-in. Albeit, I reached out incredibly late and last minute, which is And the lovely people that organize these things were like, I think it's going to be a little tight. Next week, maybe. Next week, I'm going to try and make it happen. But the thing about the broadcast is it's like they need to be available for this specific window of time, and it's going to be live. And I don't know. I'm going to try to make it happen. I think we can. So I probably shouldn't announce it because it should be a surprise. But I'm going to try really hard to make that happen. TPW Austin, thank you for the super chat. Afternoon, Carson. I recommend checking out What Happened Was, directed by Tom Noonan. If you have not already, may he rest in peace. Yeah, rest in peace, Tom Noonan. That came out of nowhere. A lot of really kind of unexpected deaths for 1 week. Like between Tom Noonan, Frederick Wiseman, and Robert Duvall. They all happened so back to back that it's like, Jesus, I really didn't expect this, man. All of which very sad. But yeah, Tom Noonan, really did not expect that. I will check it out though. I haven't seen it. It's crazy. Like I've watched so many interviews and read a weird amount about Frederick Wiseman without having seen any of his movies. Like it's kind of a crime that I actually have not watched any Frederick Wiseman yet, because he really seems like a filmmaker who I'd love and adore. So really, I mean, there's no excuses anymore. I'm looking forward to checking out some of his works moving forward. There was a whole thing at Music Box last year, like playing all of his, like some of the deep cuts that are hard to find. So I would be down to nominate one for this week, honestly. It'd be interesting. But yeah, anyway, it's going to be a good one. I wish I had something more interesting planned for this first half of the stream, but I think we're just going to be like chatting and hanging out, to be honest with you. It's going to be good. Have you ever walked out of a movie before? Yes, I have. I walked out of The Prisoner's Daughter at TIFF that year. That was 2022 or 3. It's a Catherine Hardwicke film starring Brian Cox, which I saw primarily for Brian Cox. It was really bad. It was really terrible. And I left a review. This is the first time I've ever been yelled at, or not yelled at, but like I left a review for it that was like, it was like a 1.5 star and like something not nice. And then the people behind the film like emailed me and were like, you can't post that yet. And I thought it was just embargo. But like I looked into it and like there were a bunch of other reviews for it, so I was like, I think they were just trying. I'll do it. I'll delete the review. It was a weird situation, but it was a very bad movie, and I was like already stressed for time that day, and was like, you know what? I don't think I need to finish this one. This is pretty unbearable. Didn't you run out of Finding Nemo as a kid? Multiple times, yeah. My mom loved that movie, so she wanted to go to it a lot. And apparently it took me like multiple screenings to get through the entire thing. And I kind of remember that. I remember going to see it multiple times, but never really finishing it. But that was not because the movie was bad. It was too good. It was too immersive. The mob came for Karst. Yeah, The Prisoner's Daughter team. They were not happy about it. I still never finished it. No, I don't know if they end up finding Nemo. I watched Doom Generation and loved it, but those last 2 minutes, I remember the last 2 minutes of that movie being intense. As far as like what is actually in those last 2 minutes, I'm a little foggy, but I'm not with you on that. I do remember it ending with like a crazy, like, whoa. I remember the American flag. But the details are a little foggy. It's a good movie, though. How was Marty Supreme not nominated for score, man? Don't get me started. Yeah, I mean, I'm also with you on... Because Surratt wasn't nominated for score either. It got nominated for sound, but not score, which was kind of, I mean, fair. But, yeah, the score category is just going to consistently disappoint me every year. Whenever I see a movie now and I'm like, that's the coolest score of the year, I know it's not going to get nominated. Like, they will not make the right choice most of the time. I've been listening to the Marty Supreme score back And it really is great. Begonia 100% deserves score nom and will not accept any debt. No, it did. Absolutely. I'm not coming for Begonia by any means. That's not what we're doing. Queer deserved score last year. It would have been funny if Queer got a score nom, but Challengers didn't. That would have been very interesting. How was Roofman not nominated for score? Honestly, I don't think a lot of us remember the Roofman score, but I like now that you bring it up, I'm like, no, it had a good vibe to it for sure. Definitely. You see Goat yet? I have not seen Goat. I felt like a fool this week. I went to the movies and saw a movie I've already seen. I saw Pillion again, even though I was like, there's 5 different new movies that I should see and cover, but I want to see Pillion again. Which, if Pillion's playing near you, which it probably isn't, because I'm not one to criticize like distribution decisions most of the time. Like sometimes when that discourse starts up, I'm like, well, there's that. Like let's not act like we're experts. But with Pillion, I'm kind of like, what went wrong here? This movie should be everywhere a week ago, and it's getting like this painfully slow rollout, and I'm like, what's going on? This is like. For me, I didn't like Pillion. I'm sorry. That's fair. I'm curious what you didn't like about it, though. I feel like it's a very, especially on a rewatch, I was like, this is such a, like, it's such a home run. It really is, like, so hard to not like. But I could be wrong. I could be, like, seeing something that you're not. Good vibe in my Pillion screening, too. People were laughing. It was a hoot. Thoughts on Train Spotting? Been many years, but I like it. Not my favorite Danny Boyle, but what are you talking about, John? I gotta ask you again. What are you talking about? Both that and Nirvana had like no distribution. I thought that, I mean, maybe I haven't really looked too into like Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie screenings. But I was under the impression that it had a bigger distribution than I expected it to, like a wider one than Pillion, but I could be wrong. That movie's doing really well though, and it's like amazing to see. I keep thinking, I've been thinking about the response to it a lot, and I'm just like, wow, this is one of the more like, I don't know, exciting comedy releases I've seen in a while. Like the amount that people are talking about is so exciting. I'm Pillion pilled. Exactly, man. Exactly. I learned the Happiness theme song on banjo. That's interesting. I'll be honest, I don't even remember there being a theme song in Happiness. Carson, you're missing out on Industry. New season is fire. It fills the void left by Succession. I've been told this many times. I know that I'm really behind. And I missed my, because isn't it over? Is the new season over? Now I feel like I missed the train, but that does not mean it's too late. I really should hop. I've been told by many people that like this is the next show I'll be obsessed with. Though I've been also told like not to get my hopes up thinking it's the next Succession, because I've heard it's not as good as Succession, but it's like it scratches a similar itch. No, not yet. Okay. When will we learn? John, maybe I'm just stupid, but like I can't figure out any of your messages today. You're vague posting in chat. Looking real cute today. Thank you. Listen, I also went to Target and bought a beard cream. Even though I'm like, you call this a beard? I bought beard cream because they said it would soften it. And so, I gave that my best shot. I'm trying something out, man. I'm trying something out. Karst, do I get bonus points for being stoned for the Dazed and Confused stream? No, you're right where you need to be. This does feel like it's gonna the stream is just getting started, right? We're like kind of warming up here, but there is a certain like energy to this stream where I'm like I'm not high. Let me tell you that I'm not high, but There's something going on. There's something going on. Does he know? No, I hate the concept of vague posting in chat. It makes me so stressed because it will have me like second guessing everything I say. Yeah, definitely gas leak stream. I should open a window or something, man. Do not vague post in chat. And I know me saying that is just going to egg it on, but you will actually drive me to insanity. What was in this bubbler? The detector is beeping. Watching the stream from Norway. Shout out to Norway. Real question for people from Norway, because like I want to go back to Norway. I loved it in Norway, but I only went to Oslo, and I got the vibe being in Oslo that like Oslo is not the place to go when you're in Norway, because Norway is not about, you know, the urban life, and you don't need to be in like a city. Like you need to go experience like nature, but it's so overwhelming. I'm like, how do you plan a proper Norway trip? We don't need to get into all that, but I'm just wondering. I am wondering. The sound is cutting out. Don't even start with me. He hasn't seen the news, guy. This shit is gonna. I'm just gonna ignore it. We're not gonna gaslight lag issues, because that will actually piss me off. But anyway, yeah, Norway. I was really like, it's crazy, man. It was so weird. I was on the flight, like landing, and I was like, wow, they shot the worst person in the world here. And then I was like asking locals, I was like, was that movie a big deal here? And they were like, that movie means everything to us. And I was like, that's crazy. That's really crazy. The best Norway trip is just going to Bergen because it's a funny name. Like, unironically though, like when I've looked at the map, I'm like, well, I'll probably go to Bergen next. I would love to see Bergen. Get a burger in Bergen. Karst, thoughts on watching a movie on your iPad? Kind of a good time. I've watched many movies on my iPad. It's not a bad experience. I'm trying to think of like it's kind of cozy, honestly. I've talked about this before. I think like the whole thing of like trying to see stuff on like yes, some movies are better if you see them as big as possible. But like watching a good indie film on your iPad in bed kind of hits. It's kind of a good experience. I've watched some 5 out of 5 masterpieces just on an iPad in bed, and I think the filmmaker would be completely fine with that. Should I go to TIFF or Venice? It's about the same distance from me. Go to TIFF. Same distance. That's that's a crazy distance. Like, you must. Are you in Iceland? Like, I'm trying to find the middle spot. What about the screen on an iPod Classic? That's a more interesting question. I've thought about doing a video like that where I watch movies on some shit like that, or like a DS for a week. But I don't know if it's possible to watch movies on a DS. Where the hell are you? I'm in my office. We stream here like 90% of the time. I don't. What do you think about Andrei Tarkovsky comments about Spielberg? He doesn't think Spielberg. Wait, what? He doesn't think Spielberg movies are art? Is that an old interview of him saying? I mean, I'm not surprised given the kinds of stuff that he makes. I'm geoguessing the chat. Hey, I'm new here. How do we decide next week's film? So later into the stream, we will, as a community, nominate 4 possible movies for next week. If you're a member, like if you join the membership program, you can vote on the movies over in the community tab. And by the end of the stream, we will see who won the vote. Tarkovsky was crazy pretentious. No, that's not, like, it's just different strokes for different folks kind of thing. Like, it's not, though Spielberg movies probably not the kind of thing that he was getting out of movies. Like, that wasn't his bread and butter. But, like, I think I have very strong feelings about this. I think we have thrown around the word pretentious a little too much, where it's lost all meaning, and anything that's, like, serious or remotely, like, vague or artistically, you know, ambitious or self-serious maybe is labeled as pretentious. Like, I think things that are not pretentious are being labeled as pretentious far too often, when I'm like, no, that they just have shit to say that I don't think some of us understand. And yes, he's allowed to be it anyway because his movies are beautiful. I haven't even seen, like, most Tarkovsky movies. Like, I've only seen 2 of them, and they're certainly wordy, don't get me wrong. But I don't know if I would call them like, there are pretentious filmmakers, don't get me wrong. There are I'm trying to think of a good example of, like, a true, like, Sam Levinson is pretentious, I would say. Emerald Fennell is not pretentious. I don't think that's, like, the issue with Emerald Fennell. But Sam Levinson is. And Vincent, I don't think Vincent Gallo, I mean, I haven't seen, like, most Vincent Gallo movies. I've only seen Buffalo 66. I've never seen Nashville. Can you pitch it to me? That's so funny. I was just on a podcast yesterday pitching it. I was on a podcast coming soon. And it's a hard pitch, but there's 24 characters minimum. There's even more than that, but there's technically it's a movie with 24 main characters. You're watching all of them. It's let me start over. 24 main characters. Each of them interact with the other in different ways throughout the film. They come into each other's lives, they come out of each other's lives, all within one space, which is Nashville in the 70s, in the middle of an election. There's nonstop country music. It's chaos. It's like the cinematic equivalent of a Where's Waldo illustration. And it's one of those movies where you could watch it 24 different times for that reason and get a different movie each time you watch it. There's nothing like it. It's one of the most cinematically ambitious movies ever made. It's a very extreme movie, but it's a lot of fun. There's something in there for everyone. And it's one that demands repeated viewings, which will make the first viewing pretty exciting because you will feel simply overwhelmed by how much is happening in a great way. I don't know if that was the best sell, but that's what I got. Is Magnolia similar? No, but it's kind of a similar. It's maybe a little bit. Magnolia feels more focused on each given, like they really hone in on the perspective when they need, like, for each individual scene. Nashville, it's like you'll get maybe like 10 seconds sometimes with a character before they move on to the next one. Like the camera does not care. It will just keep jumping from character to character. It's fantastic. It's incredible. Such an amazing energy on that movie. It's also one of those things where it's like you might be a little I don't know if you'll be underwhelmed the first time, but you might be overwhelmed to a point where it doesn't work on you. But that's okay. That's just, you got to trust the process with that movie. Like, watch it, experience it, embrace it, and then maybe give it a year and go back to it. And you'll know why you'll want to, there's a reason why you're going to want to go back to it. And I'm not going to go any further with that, but there's a reason to go back. And that, just following that makes it a lot more entertaining and kind of thrilling, to be honest. What do you think of Days of Heaven? Really good. I mean, beautiful movie. Like, kind of my... Let me double check. Let me just double check this. A movie that I thought I wasn't going to like that much. Like, not like, but like, as far as early Malick goes, I appreciated Badlands, but was like not that into it. So I was like, oh, Days of Heaven will be kind of the same. Blew me away. I think it's my favorite Terrence Malick movie. Yeah, Shortcuts. I also like. It's actually makes no sense that I haven't seen it yet because A, I own it on Blu-ray, and B, I've heard that it is to some people an even more like refined version of Nashville. Like it's even better. But I kind of know. I mean, my expectations with it are in a certain place, so I'm kind of like I want to wait for the right time to get into it. But I don't know when that's going to be. I would pitch it for next week, but I don't... Is it available? I kind of bought it because I thought it wasn't widely available, but I could be completely wrong. Is The Long Goodbye your favorite Altman movie? It's just behind Nashville. I like The Long Goodbye. It's an amazing vibe and a great time and makes me smile and is like one of the best like investigative thriller not horror, comedy movies, and Elliot Gould is like the best he's ever been. But Nashville kind of feels like Nashville makes me want to cry, you know. Nashville just is like it's like what I want out of a movie. Have you seen Crime 101? Good time and soundtrack slaps. I'm looking forward to checking it out. I've heard mixed things, but I've like mostly good things. People being like it's pretty good, and when I saw the trailer was like that looks like it would be a good time. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. What Malicks have you seen? I've seen Badlands. I've seen Days of Heaven. I've seen A Hidden Life, Tree of Life, and I think that's it. Like I'm lacking. I haven't seen The Thin Red Line or The New World, or Night of Cups. And I secretly really want to watch Song to Song. I just watched Grizzly Man. It's a banger. It's a fantastic movie, simply. Do you think you'll ever watch more John Hughes movies? There's something about his style I really enjoy. Yeah, I mean, I haven't finished his filmography. Like, there's some John Hughes classics I've just never seen. Like, I've never seen 16 Candles. But I mean, those movies, like, were kind of they were an opening, in a way, in high school for me. Like, watching The Breakfast Club for the first time and, like, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, they're, like, you know, heartfelt, like, popcorn, accessible. Like, everyone can get something out of these movies, but they did feel like a step above what I was used to, and I don't look down on them by any means. I feel like people shit on The Breakfast Club a little too much. It's a fun movie. It's a good concept, executed pretty well with some fun performances that, as a high school student, hits pretty hard. And then Ferris Bueller's Day Off is just a good ass time. Hey, Karst, are you doing anything French-uary? I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, we're a little late now, but I didn't even know that was an option. I should have done French-uary. I guess I watched Little Amélie, which is a French movie this month, which, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and say it. That's my pick for Best Animated Feature. There's no world where it wins, but I'm a Little Amélie guy. I'm on that team going into the Oscars. I thought it was fantastic. I really liked that movie. Thought it looked beautiful. Thought it was one of the more touching, like, child perspective movies out there. I mean, just touching is the word for that film. It's so sweet, and gosh, it made me want to cry, man. It put me in a really like kind of tender mood. I was like, ooh, took me back. It's like it clears Arco for sure. No offense to Arco. It's a more interesting film than Zootopia 2, even though they're probably at the same rating for me. Definitely more my thing than K-pop Demon Hunters. And then Elio, Does that guy exist? Is there anybody that's like, I hope Elio wins? I'm kind of shocked it got nominated at the end of the day. I just watched Max My Love. What the fuck was that? Sounds like you watched the right movie. It's about exactly what you should be saying after that movie. For the record, I don't know if I ever would recommend Max My Love to someone. I think I would not recommend someone jumps into that because it is a very bizarre movie. Not as good of like, you kind of want it to be a good time, and it's just simply not. It's just not. You think that like a woman cheating on her husband with a monkey is going to be entertaining, but it's really dark. What about Queen Kong? Probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. I really feel it in my bones this time. The Simpsons movie next week for broadcast. I'd be down for a animation focus in the nominations. Like, we only do animated movies. I've seen the Simpsons movie many times throughout my life, and I tend to pick movies where I've either not seen them in a while or I haven't seen them at all. So it's not really the kind of thing I'd go for, but you know, I could be persuaded. That's one of like my most memorable theater going experiences, is like having a really fun summer day. I remember I spent like all day at the pool, and it was like a hot Minnesota summer, like great vibes. I'm a kid. I'm like super amped to see this movie. It's everywhere. Everyone's talking about it. The Spider Pig thing is like the biggest thing in the world. And we go to the movie theater and it's fucking packed. It's filled to the brim. So much so that like for the first time in my life, I have to sit away from my family during the movie. And so we get split up and I'm like sitting by myself in between like two adults. And when the fucking Bart penis scene comes up, my heart drops. I feel like my heart skips a beat. I'm like, oh, it's like a really, really uncomfortable experience, but like very memorable. And I just remember like just a huge, it's like I haven't been in a theater that packed in forever. It was just unbelievable energy. But yeah, good time. Love that movie. What's your thoughts on Chinatown? Really good. Also been meaning to rewatch it because I don't know if I appreciated it as much as I should have the first time I saw it. Because people talk about it like it's the best, one of the best movies like ever made, period, which it probably is. But I remember thinking it was a good time. And yeah, I need to rewatch it. Pretty sure it was... No, never mind. How about that Tubi news? What's the deal with Tubi? I haven't heard... Favorite Jarmusch film? I'm a Mystery Train guy. I like mystery. I think that's when he was at his peak. The Tubi news. Damn. What's the Tubi news, man? What's going on? Are we vague posting about Tubi now? Been watching Fishing with John and it's such a vibe. Speak on it. It's so good. It's such a vibe. It's incredible. He doesn't know? Does he know about Tubi? Should I watch The Conversation? You should. And to answer that other person's question, yes, it is the best Coppola, I think. Did you hear Jim Jarmusch might not go back to Cannes after they rejected Father Mother? Where'd you hear that? Did he say that? I don't know if I believe that. To be getting all Warner Brother animated shows. Is that the news? It doesn't surprise me. I feel like I've accepted that Tubi has literally every movie at this point. But like, I don't know if I respect Tubi. I think I'm glad Tubi exists, but certain movies, I'm like, the ads, the last time I used Tubi was to watch Contempt for the broadcast, and getting like Tubi ads in the middle of Contempt was not the vibe. That was not my favorite thing in the world. But like, I understand, like, you know, it's maybe fine for some movies to be or not to be. Oh, that's good. That's good. Just get an ad blocker and it's the best thing ever. I didn't even think about that. That's not okay. Hey, real quick, I don't know if this is the right community to ask, but I am in the middle of my Oscar challenge, trying to watch every Oscar nominated movie. Does Aaron Bro is tickled? Oh, it's true. I'm having a really hard time trying to find Children No More, the Oscar nominated documentary short. This is a complete, I'm just going to throw it out there. If anyone knows how I can access Children No More, let me know, man. I'm trying really hard. I've been on the Oscar Death Race subreddit. I search it on there every day. I lurk on that subreddit like crazy. No one's got the answer aside from like a few people that are like, DM me. DM me. I'm like, I'm not. There's no shot in hell I'm DMing this person. How ethical? I just want to watch the movie. I just want to watch the movie, man. If it comes down, if you get a DM from me anytime in March, you know it's bad, and like, just mind your business. But I just want to watch it, man. I just want to watch it. I'll check Tubi. I downloaded like a UK streaming service that said they had it, like, but it wasn't like a just on your web browser thing. It's like you have to download the application. So I downloaded this fucking app and made an account, put on my VPN, and then they were like, we don't have it. And I was like, why I'm downloading apps for this documentary short right now. Like, it's bad, man. And I'm not, the problem with the documentary shorts is like, yes, there will be like theaters showing them, but like at this point I've watched 4 out of the 5. And so it feels ridiculous to drive to a theater that's probably kind of far away, pop in for 36 minutes and leave. So I'm desperate. I'm desperate. Is Skinamarink good? I've heard mixed things. It's very good. It's better than I was giving it credit for. I mean, it's easier to like talk about it after the fact than to like watching it. I was like, this is a lot. But have you tried YouTube? Of course, man. Of course. I haven't been able to find Cutting Through Rocks anywhere. I know that's another tough one. I was able to honestly, and I'll why not DM the distributors of the production company. They hit me with a screener. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm like, they will probably like they might just hit you with a screener. Why not? Give it your best. Doesn't hurt to ask. Does not hurt to ask. That's how I got Viva Verde. Which, what the hell happened there? I put Skinamarink on when I can't sleep. Recently, I've been, and it's getting to be a problem because I've been doing it every night. Recently, I've been watching this guy's videos to help me fall asleep, where he just does geography quizzes for an hour. And I fall asleep to that. Some of you might be familiar, but he's like a British guy with glasses. And he's like, I'm just going to be playing some geography quizzes for the next hour, unedited. And it puts me to sleep. Jack sucks it. Yeah, see, I knew you'd be familiar. That's so funny. I started watching Golden Girls to go to sleep, and it knocks me the fuck out. Dude, everyone's got their thing, man. I used to fall asleep to stand-up specials every night. Like, and I didn't even give a fuck whose stand-up special I was putting on. Like, I would put on the first one I saw on Netflix, and I would just put it on faintly in the background. And there's something about the sound of, like, the audience laughing and cheering that, like, when you think about it too much, it kind of sounds like white noise. It's like... like everybody like laughing, and so something about that did it for me. I fall asleep to your vids, and that's fine. I've been told that before, and I kind of take it as a compliment. I'm like, it's nice to I don't care at all. I'm glad that my videos have a soothing appeal. I was told by the guy whose podcast I was on yesterday, he was like, you kind of have a second monitor vibe. And I'm like, that's like, I'm going for that. Like, that's not too bad. I'm not offended by these things. Were you drunk when they became white noise? No, man. It's just like natural. Like, you just have to open your ears a bit. And you're on my second monitor right now. Hello from the second monitor. Get back to work. Can you not sleep on your own? I can. But this has like been a habit since like high school. Probably not a good habit. I won't lie. There's been not times where I've like checked in with myself and been like laying in bed, listening to like obnoxious YouTube noises because I convinced myself that that's what I need to like fall asleep. And I'll be like, I think this isn't working actually. I think this is like, I've gone well over a decade now thinking I need to use a video to fall asleep when it's like, honestly, just turn on the fan and that does the trick. I don't know, man. I felt like I had to lock in for your color, and that's good. Like, there, every now and then I am like, sit your ass down and watch this video. But I honestly, like, I'm at a point where I want to make videos the way that I watch videos, and a lot of the time I just want to make sure that like it sounds nice. Like, I pay attention to the edit, of course, but I'm like, as long as there's like a, you know, the audio and my cadence is there, I'm like, that's what I need. Do you have a favorite documentary filmmaker of all time? That's tough. That's like, it's an embarrassing one to answer because I really don't know if there's a documentary filmmaker where it's like, I'm on it for every release of theirs. Like, I'm trying to think if there's, I can't really say he's my favorite, but I like Werner Herzog a lot because of what I have seen. I'm like, that's my kind of thing. Like, I like this as a documentary. Feels kind of, I don't know if I want to, I like Ken Burns. Ken Burns probably like one of the early favorites for sure. Very consistently good. Does John Wilson count? I like what John Wilson does. Even though that's like, it's like, I really only know, I've like seen some of his like older stuff. I'm like, yeah, he's always been great. Man, I don't know. Lance Oppenheim, really good new documentary filmmaker. Definitely, like, if you haven't seen any of his work, like, definitely check that out. Yeah, I'm really bad at the documentary questions. Although I will, on that topic, I just also watched The Perfect Neighbor, which, Jesus, I mean, I kind of expected it to like soar, because it's a Netflix movie, because it's like technically like in the true crime realm. I kind of expected that, like what I know Netflix true crime docs to be, but it's way more than that. It's way better than any of those usual suspects. Like, the editing is just fantastic, and the use of body cam footage is really clever and well put together. Like, it's incredible how riveting they make this doc to be. I mean, it's tragic and it's horrifying. It's real. I mean, it's one of those where I did go down the rabbit hole of like just looking up everything about this woman. And it's just like, I mean, it's insane. It's definitely I can see why it was so buzzy and why it's like probably the favorite to win, because it's like, it really sticks with you. Not that the other docs have been bad. All the docs have been solid. Even Mr. Nobody Against Putin, which I've heard like mixed things about. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was enjoyable. But this one, man, it kind of knocked my socks off. It's very good. It's very good. I also like the Alabama Solution for kind of a similar reason. I liked I was really into the use of like the footage within the prison and like how they put that together, and just the amount of like the procedure of making all of this come to life. I mean, I thought it was really great, and for very different reasons though. I think Perfect Neighbor kind of that one just like had me on the edge of my seat in a way I didn't expect it to. I'm trying to think what else I have left. Come See Me in the Good Light I haven't seen yet. I heard that one's really good too. And then there's Cutting Through Rocks. I mean, good docs this year. Good docs. I'm a fan. And I don't feel that embarrassed about saying this. I'm only 20 minutes into the Diane Warren doc. I don't feel bad about not watching it all in one sitting. I'll finish it eventually. So far, I'm kind of like... So far, it's kind of an eye roll. I'm not going to lie. But I'll hear her out. I'm just like, what are you doing, man? Why? You should not care that much. You have had such an incredible career. A very successful career. Why are you doing this? Why do you care this much? This is embarrassing. I know I could just listen to the songs, but where's the fun in that, you know? I needed to watch Flamin' Hot. I needed to watch the 688. Terry's Wig Off, yeah. I mean, I couldn't say it. Crumb is like maybe my favorite documentary off the top of my head. Like, I really like that doc, but it's the only doc I've seen from him, so it feels weird to call him my favorite documentary filmmaker. Who the hell is Diane Warren? Oh, man, you got some work to do. What isn't Diane Warren? Have you seen the new FD Signifier video? I started it, and then it got taken down, and now it's back up again. I need to finish it. Looks really good, though. I've not finished it, though. I can't wait for the editing of the Diane Warren doc to get under your skin. Well, so far it hasn't been that bad, but I'm curious there's a scene like early in the film when she goes into this like girl's bedroom and the girl's clearly like not expecting Diane Warren to come into her room, and it's like so uncomfortable, and she says some bullshit. She's just like it's just such a hard watch. She's like trying to be edgy. She's like, I didn't used to have all this. My room used to have a lot darker themes, and I'm just like, what are you talking about, man? Why are you doing this? Have you seen Nathan For You or The Rehearsal? Of course. I've seen it all. I've seen the Karst, all of The Rehearsal. Thoughts on Tyler Perry? I honestly don't have thoughts. I haven't seen like any of the Tyler Perry classics. Like I'm incredibly unfamiliar with Tyler Perry, if I'm going to be honest with you. That's why I'm very curious about the FD Signifier video, because he clearly has a lot to say. Like 6888 is it. That's it. Karst Without Thoughts. Sometimes, man, like, don't gotta have something to say about everything. More YouTubers should take note of that. We don't gotta talk about everything. Some things we have no business getting into. What should my second Ozu film be? I've already watched Late Spring. You should go right into Tokyo Story. Hop right into it. I waited too long, but I think you should just get it over with to see like how good it gets. And then I wouldn't go into Good Morning quite yet. I think I jumped into Good Morning a little too early into that Ozu journey. I thought it would be the most accessible, and it kind of is, but I don't think I appreciated that as much as I could have. Hello from Mexico City. Shout out Mexico City. I've always wanted to go to Mexico City. Favorite Park Chan-wook? Probably Old Boy. Not an exciting answer. It's kind of, I really like Decision to Leave, though. Thought Decision to Leave deserved maybe a bit more love than it got. You should rank or watch basketball movies for March Madness. That's not a bad idea. Dude, I was going to try and get a Newman's Own product for today, but I didn't have time. Maybe next week. I really like the idea of doing a weekly Newman's Own product review. Just bringing on a new one each week. I've already done the Airbud video. It was a disaster. I did watch a Paul Newman movie this week. What a way to go. Fantastic. Kind of like barely a Paul Newman movie, but like also essential. Like he is the standout from that film, in my opinion. No offense to Gene Kelly or Robert Mitchum or Dick Van Dyke. Or there was another, or Dean Martin. But he's pretty great. Thoughts on Richard Linklater's direction? We'll talk about it. I mean, I think he's like pretty good at what he does. It's like a little, especially like watching Dazed and Confused again. I'm like, it's kind of unassuming what he's doing, but like there's a magic to how he directs that really pulls you in. So I'm excited to, and maybe that's the screenwriting, but Dazed and Confused had me thinking maybe it's not the screenwriting, because the writing here is like some of his like most kind of stripped back. At least on like a first watch. Dazed and Confused really like is about the vibe more than any of his other films. Thoughts on the Ozu repetitive allegations? I mean, that's his way of doing it, man. That's his, like, he's allowed to do that. There's in Paul Schrader's book about his work and transcendental cinema, he speaks on it and how like it's just a different approach to filmmaking, how he's like kind of constantly carving away at the same, if he does the same piece over and over again, he's going to naturally find different versions of it, and like that's a way of exploring something. It's a pretty committed way of looking at it, but I think it's interesting. It doesn't lend itself to being like a very binge-worthy filmmaker. Like that's why I take a lot of time in between Ozu films, because I'm like, well, I don't want to just watch the same thing again. But I think I can't think of any other filmmaker who's made stuff like that besides Linklater. Linklater's kind of similar in some ways. Or Wes Anderson. But also like if you look close, he's not doing the same thing every time at all. They're all very different from one another, which is what makes talking about him so frustrating. What did you think of the 1939 Wuthering Heights? I liked it more than the new one. I was like, now I am understanding. These are characters. These are characters. These are characters in a movie with like depth and a backstory and more going on. I will say, like, it felt really, again, still haven't read the book, but like it felt really straightforward in a way that I wish it wasn't. I wish it kind of branched out a bit and was doing something more than just following what seemed like kind of a straight line structure. That's something I got to give Emerald Fennell credit for, is that she is like trying something new. It's not working. And in doing so, she misses like the fundamentals of what makes for a compelling film. But I'm like, at least she's like doing something kind of interesting with it. And I admire the fresh approach, but yeah, watching like the 1939 version, I'm like, well, this is what this movie looks like when it's like, when it works. And the thing is, like, there's still more that I wanted out of it that makes me curious to check out like other Wuthering Heights adaptations. It just seems like the kind of material that's really hard to adapt is what I'm picking up on. What movie are you most excited for? Tony, directed by Matt Johnson. We touched on this last week, and like just thinking about it some more, I'm like, that is top of the list for sure. It's going to be such a good movie. Thoughts on the indie spirits? Train Dreams did really well from what I remember, which is cool to see. There's people out there being like, don't underestimate Train Dreams and I'm like, it's not gonna win at the Oscars, man. Maybe cinematography, but not even cinematography. What else? Lurker won, which was good to see. Happy to see Lurker getting some recognition. Loved Lurker. Perfect Neighbor won, which was great to see. That's kind of what pushed me into checking it out sooner than later. One Battle, Sinners, Train Dreams. You got it all twisted. That is not the lineup right now. It's One Battle, Sinners, and like maybe Hamnet, but I don't see Hamnet happening. Did Rose Byrne win? I didn't see that speech, but I believe you. Thoughts on the Nobody franchise? I've only seen the first one, but I'm not like... I wasn't like that hot on it. And I heard the second one's not as good. So I don't know. Just got here. Did Great Dictator make it to the poll? We haven't even run the poll yet. We're thinking about doing an animated only thing this week, which I thought would be fun. I'm so hyped for Project Hail Mary. I can't wait to see it and read the book. Me too. That is kind of the like closest thing to get excited about right now. I mean, I'll see How to Make a Million. Is that what it's called? How to Make Millions or something? Like, I'll see that. I'll probably see Crime 101. I'll see Send Help eventually. But yeah, no, Project Hail Mary is kind of the one that's I'm most looking forward to. And I guess the drama is kind of just around the corner. How to Make a Killing, not million. Iron Lung I'll get around to, though it doesn't, like, it's... I'll get around to it. I'm, like, more excited about the idea of that movie existing and, like, what it means, obviously, for, like, YouTubers in the film industry than I am, like, the movie itself. I'm, like, it just doesn't... Like, I'm happy for him. I'm really glad that it's finding success. Doesn't seem like my kind of movie, but that's fine. I should still check it out. Have you played a Hideo Kojima game? I have not, no. I have not. Been playing Fortnite, though. I got the Ed skin from Ed, Edd n Eddy. So that's kind of similar. I don't know how to describe it, but Color of Money has more visual aura, but The Hustler is just a better movie. Yeah. Yeah. And also, like, I don't know, The Hustler, like, maybe not the doesn't have the most visual aura on the surface, but, like, when I rewatched it, I was kind of really into the black and white cinematography. I mean, there's some, like, really cool shots in that movie. I think it's pretty good. It is definitely the better movie, in my opinion. One of the best Paul Newman performances. I mean, it's the one that, like, got me really in. It's the first one where I was like, wait, this guy's kind of amazing. Ed or Ed? Double D was always my favorite. It's not a Double D skin. It's just Ed. It doesn't make sense to me why they didn't do the rest of Ed, Edd n Eddy. It's a really random one-off skin. Would you say you are more Ed, or Eddie coded? I'm definitely Double D coded. That's who I've always identified with. Like, I don't know if people in my life would agree with me. I'm definitely not Ed single D. And I'm really not Eddie. I'm really not that guy. I'm comfortably in the middle. I've heard a lot about Industry. Yes. I'm looking forward to checking it out. I think I need a new show to get obsessed with. I'm enjoying The Pit, but I'm not, like, hooked on it the way I was when I first started it. I'm just kind of, like, enjoying it. But I need something to be, like, into, you know? Can we talk about Dazed and Confused? Yeah, how long have we been going? We're going to be going an hour. I'm down to get into it. I might take a quick break. Right before we hop into it. I can't believe I lapped you on The Pit. Did you really? Are you ahead? Are you all caught up, John? You watch TV a lot better than I do. I'm famously horrible at watching TV. It doesn't have to be a first watch for me, the Broadcast film, but it has to be something that I'm like, it's been a second, I guess. You're all caught up. What the where do people find the time to do this? It's just so much time for me. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. right. You should make a Spotify playlist with those bops. These are all, they're all, well, I don't know if they technically count as royalty free, but they're all through Epidemic Sound. That song was called The Tides by Slowya.roll. If that means anything to anybody. Am I loud? Did I peak it? I had to like readjust the settings, so I might have made it too loud. Okay, we are going to talk about... Oh, actually, before we get into this, I had a question for the community, because I'm, like, freaking out. I'm not freaking out, but I'm, like, struggling really hard to think of, like, what video to make next week. Because I need to make a video next week, but I'm, like... And I thought I would do a video on Pillion, but then I rewatched it, and I wasn't, like, convinced that it would make for a good video, so I was like, maybe I make a video on Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. And I think I know the answer already, but I'm just curious, like a general vibe, like which one would people rather see based on this testing? Like what would Pillion or Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie is what I'm asking. Nirvana. Okay, that's what I thought. I figured. I was just like, Pillion's got like, people care. But it just Nirvana kind of has like the sauce. It kind of speaks to the moment right now. Like people are really feeling that one. So, are you kidding? Okay, well, man, I had to ask. Pillion deserves more love. That's what I'm saying. Like it's a movie that I wish was doing a lot better. Would you rather Pillion or Lurker? Are you asking like, would I rather go through which situation? It's a tough question, man. Pillion is like kind of a really abusive relationship, but is it? That's kind of the whole point of the movie is like, is it? And that's kind of what Lurker's asking too. I'll do Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. Good to know. Thank you for that. I just need some confirmation from the community what we were rocking with. Okay, we're gonna nominate some movies for next week's broadcast. What those movies are, I don't know yet. I got a few ideas. I was going to throw in the movie Mind Games from 2004. Mind Game. Directed by Masaki Yuasa. A movie I've been wanting to see for a while. I'm going to put in Mind Game. But the rest, I'm leaving open to the chat. My one requirement is that they're animated films. Mind Game. Or I guess we were gonna do Wiseman. No, let's do animated films. Let's do animated films. Anomalisa. I've seen Anomalisa like multiple times. It would be interesting to talk about. I remember me and John and like some other people got really into an Anomalisa debate during the pandemic. It was like a whole thing. Chainsaw Man. Maybe Chainsaw. Millennium Actress, of course. Millennium Actress definitely going in again. I've been pushing for Millennium Actress for so long. I'm seeing Mary and Max twice. I feel like I have to do Mary and Max. Yeah, because this is that one movie by that one filmmaker who I didn't really love Memoir of a Snail as much as a lot of people. It wasn't super my thing, but I've been meaning to give Mary and Max a chance. It's all M's so far. Akira, I've already seen. Walking Life, we can't do another Linklater. La Casa Lobo, I've already seen, right? I've already seen that one. Yeah, very weird movie, very good movie. Don't get me wrong. Grand Theft Hamlet would be pretty funny. The new SpongeBob. Okay, people are kind of shooting for Grand Theft Hamlet. The Girl Without Hands? The Girl Without Hands. Girl Without Hands. Wait, if I'm hearing you right, The Girl Without Hands. That looks beautiful, honestly. Kind of rocking with that, if I'm going to be honest. But let me hear you out. Chicken for Linda. What is Chicken for Linda? It's a same director? Chicken for Linda. Robin Hood. Sing 2. Absolutely not. Trolls World Tour. Absolutely not. Sorry. Angel's Egg. I kind of wanted, honestly, man, I really want to do Angel's Egg. That'd go kind of hard. I'm gonna throw in Angel's Egg. Okay. Okay, we have Mind Game, Millennium Actress, Mary and Max, Angel's Egg. Those are the selections for next week. If you want to vote on which one gets picked, consider becoming a member. This is a members-only poll available in the community tab. It is live right now. Mind Game, Millennium Actress, Mary and Max, Angel's Egg. I'd be happy with any of these. Any of these would be very interesting. I'm sorry to Grand Theft Hamlet. I was just like, I don't know if I want to like get into that on stream, but like maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Thank God, not Anomaly. So, John, you don't even watch the movies to begin with. So far, Mary and Max is clearing up. Okay. Cleaning up, not clearing up. I guess clearing up also works, right? Okay. When's the next members vid? It's coming. I apologize it's taking a second. I know it's coming in February. I apologize. I've been running around and it's been crazy. Okay. In the meantime, we're going to talk about today's movie that was voted on last week, and that would be Dazed and Confused, directed by Richard Linklater. That's not the right document. Not even the right fucking account. What's your favorite Linklater? Good question. Good way of leaning into this. It's not Dazed and Confused, though I would understand if this is most people's. This is one of his defining films, I would say. Like, it is maybe it's maybe the movie of his I would start with if you've never seen any Linklater movie before. Like, this is a pretty solid starting point, and it was kind of a starting point for most people. My favorite is probably Before Sunset. I think is great. I love those movies. I think that's him at his best. But Dazed and Confused, kind of his breakout, which I wasn't aware of. I never really knew the timeline of his career and like what came first, but I guess it makes sense. Dazed and Confused was an early breakout. I know Slacker came before it, but this was kind of the movie that he was given a bigger budget to make after the success of Slacker. The movie itself wasn't, before I get into it, synopsis is it's about a bunch of teenagers in the summer, or on the last day of school in 1976, basically tells a day in their life, the day of that day specifically, and goes from the morning into, the next morning, basically. It's, one of those movies. It's a movie that I think everyone interested in film has at one point been like, I would love to make a movie like this that captures my high school experience. It's like such a film school movie for that reason. It's like, it's about the feeling of being a teenager told through the perspective of teenagers. That all takes place in a single day and is like very specific to your experience and draws from your own experience in high school. And it's like this is every film student's dream, is to make something like this, because it's so, I don't know, it's just nice to go back to your own, like to make a movie about your life in such a specific and unconstrained way, which is what this is all about. There's a reason that these kinds of movies like don't exist that often and rarely work, is because this plotless structure is really hard to win people over on. I will admit, I went into this kind of like on the fence, and like hoping it would win me over, because as I was mentioning at the beginning of this video, I've seen this movie in like bits and pieces, but not really all together. And the experiences I do have with it have always been like, oh, it's overrated. It's a little douchey. It's very film student-y. All like, dumb ways to go into a movie with, I'll admit. But like most Richard Linklater movies, it really won me over through its it's just like crazy commitment to the vibe, and with just how nice of a vibe it is, with how fun it is, with how likable it is. I know it's probably, if it's not your thing, this thing is a nightmare to get through. But if you're willing to like open your heart to what this film is doing and letting yourself just kind of like exist in this time and place, which this film makes it really easy for you to do so, it's a magical time. You really get pulled into this world, and yeah, man, I was shockingly into this. But anyway, it was not a huge success on a release, which is not super. I will say, while I was watching this, keeping in mind that with like watching this on Criterion, it's like you see the Criterion logo, and then they have the Universal opening logo, and then you get a movie that just like doesn't seem like the kind of thing the studio would ever touch. I'm not surprised that it didn't do that well at the box office. It was a much bigger hit on home video, and then like slowly became a cult classic, and is nowadays regarded as like, one of the greatest movies of all time, kind of the quintessential hangout movie, one of the most defining films of Richard Linklater's career. It's definitely like a classic at this point. But yeah, a lot of people, when I did like a little bit of research before this, it's not just me who went into this with like kind of low or annoyed expectations. Like there's a lot of people who think this film is overhyped, who don't really understand what the appeal is, or what the point of it is. Cause it's not, it's very smart in that way. It's like a lot of Richard Linklater movies where it doesn't ever kind of arrive at a singular point or argues for anything specifically. It's not very showy about its direction or cinematography. Like it's not in your face in the way like a Paul Thomas Anderson movie is. Like it's not going to do any crazy camera tricks in the way like Boogie Nights was depicting this time period, albeit a very different group of people in very different space. But like, I don't know. It's just, it's shocking to know that this film has such a crazy reputation. And then especially amongst like cinephiles and like film people. And then you watch it and it's like, it's just pretty laid back in all aspects. So anyway, I will try my best to kind of explain what I at least got out of this, what I consider to be really noteworthy about it. And yeah, was this anyone's first time watching this? Which is what I ask every stream. And did anyone like really not vibe with it? I know some people said not my thing, but I'm very curious like how the community felt about it. This is a safe space. If you didn't like it, like that's fine. This was nightmare for me. Had really hard time watching. Hated it. That's fair. I have a follow-up question for those who didn't like it. Are you American? Like, did you grow up in America and go to like high school in America? Because that is like kind of, I find it fascinating, the idea of like someone not from America watching this, or like not, like just not having this kind of, don't get me wrong, I'm 28. I did not grow up at this time. I did not have this high school experience, but it is like, it does capture like such a specific vibe in that I feel like still kind of, I still resonated with and was like, that is kind of like how high school felt. It's at least like how being a teenager felt. And that part of it just made me really, I mean, there's like, it was kind of sad in a way. Like thinking back to that time and how different things used to be, how innocent and like, I don't know, how big the world felt, how limitless everything felt. American and didn't like it, and that's fair. That's fair. I saw some reviews that were like, if you didn't like this, you weren't that guy in high school. And I'm like, I don't think that's entirely the case. Like I think it's entirely possible for you to have lived this experience, to have grown up around this time even, and still not gotten anything out of this, just because like, I don't know, it is very unassuming. And so I don't put it past anybody, but I am just like, there's something about being a teenager in high school in America and having lived through this and being at a time in my life where I like look back at that time with such, I don't know, rose tinted glasses, where I'm like, there's something really nice about this movie that was nice to live in for a little bit. Something I really appreciate about it is how wide of a net it casts over everybody from this time. Like, you get the perspective of, you know, the guy who's like way past high school, Matthew McConaughey's character, like the guy who's washed up. You get the senior perspective through like the men, the women, the freshmen, men and women, like how each of these perspectives are vastly different from one another, but how they all kind of intersect. And I just really, I mean, like, that's the thing I like about Richard Linklater, and especially something that he's proven with time in all of his movies, is that like he just seems to understand every side of society. Like, he has such a great handle on any character he chooses to tackle. Like, even the before films, which I know people will critique as like the Julie Delpy's character makes no sense, and it's like, why would she ever be with Ethan Hawke? But it's like, I don't know, man. I'm like, I don't relate to Ethan Hawke by any means, but I'm like, I feel like he gets that character right, and I feel like I can't really speak on what it would be like to be Julie Delpy, but I'm like, it seems they felt like a real couple to me, like flaws and all. Like, that was the appeal of it. I was just like, I know these people, and their decisions, as reckless as they are, as flawed as they are, just feel very real. I think he misses sometimes, like when he tries to go too profound with it, with like something like Boyhood, which was cool, but you know, I feel like he maybe oversteps in a way in that film. That's why Dazed and Confused works so well, is it doesn't ever feel like he's trying to say anything overly profound, or like that's like the point of the film. It's like, I think he's just very comfortable existing and trying to depict this period of time on film, and letting that speak for itself. Can anyone else relate to being hit by a paddle? I feel like that, I mean, we don't need to unpack that. I feel like that's a dated... Does that still happen in high school? Don't answer that question. I don't want to know. But like, I feel like at my school, at least, that was not a thing. But it's crazy to think that seemed like an that was okay. I will say, though, that would never happen to me. Like, there is this moment in the film of Mitch on like the baseball field and Ben Affleck and his goons like up on the hill, kind of like lurking over, and their voices like taunting him in the background. That was so real. Like, I can't remember of a specific instance that I can relate to, but I do recognize that experience of being like, of like these like ominous like older figures in high school kind of like taunting you, and you feeling like cornered in a way, and just, I don't know, that moment specifically was so real for some reason, and I loved it. Ben Affleck is very good in this movie. He's really intense in a way that he definitely sells. I will say that's a bit of I'm kind of jumping the gun here, but that's a little bit of a flaw in the grand scheme, is like the performances. I think they're a bit hit or miss. This is famously like he casts a lot of people who were like newcomers or non-actors, or just like, you know, fresh on the scene. It was the way people discovered Matthew McConaughey. It's his breakout role, which I'll talk about in a second. A lot of these performances are a bit like hit or miss. Mitch being one of them. You know, he's a great character. You could argue if there was a main character, Mitch is kind of the main character here. Really unfortunate choice, considering his acting is like kind of all over. I mean, it's like a little endearing in a like young freshman boy way. Like, he feels awkward delivering these lines, but like maybe that's just supposed to be the character. It's an odd performance that kind of gets away with what it's doing, but mostly like feels a little amateurish and awkward. The ones that were great were like the people that we know today, like Ben Affleck. Parker Posey's very fun. Parker Posey's just going for it in this movie, not unlike the way she does in most films, but I thought she was great. And then Matthew McConaughey, man, just unbelievable. Unbelievable performance. Like, not that much screen time, not that many lines, but this is like, he is on another level in this film. I obviously, it's an iconic character delivering iconic lines that everyone's familiar with, an iconic look that it's like has been drilled into my, like, I've seen him so many times across my timeline in this outfit. But like, just watching him hit the screen and come into this world, it works really well. He feels like he belongs in the movie so naturally. He's like on this movie's wavelength, and he's also just elevating it to a degree that's like, of course he became a star. He's amazing in this. The scene of him like telling that girl about the new party is just, the way he says water tower is just amazing, man. I love that performance so much. As significant as it is, as much of a highlight as it is, I'm like, it's even better than I thought it would be. And then Ben Affleck, very good, very like punchable, douchey, in the ways that like that is the guy in this movie that I think I'm most familiar with. Is like, I don't want to say like the high school bully, because I don't know if I would call, like, he's not as cliche as that, but he is like the douche in the movie, and he plays it perfectly. I mean, he's very well cast. He's got the perfect face for it. But yeah, man, pretty good performances all over, at least from like the all-stars. Very good. I think like the performances here, Mitch specifically, and like some of the other kids are so distracting, because I will say, as much as I loved this, it does feel maybe like not one of my favorite Linklater scripts, is what I'll say. It's fun, and it certainly is depicting a time. It's taking you back to a specific time, but like some of the dialogue feels a little silly and not right for what it is. Like, it just feels like I don't really like believe it coming out of some of these actors, especially like some of the kids. It doesn't really sell me on it for a movie that's like very into, capturing the real experience and for having you embrace the atmosphere it's in. Like, the dialogue certainly snaps me out every now and then. That might just be me, and that just might be like a hurdle that I gotta overcome. But like, I think a thing about Richard Linklater's movies is that sometimes, most of the time, in like the Before film, certainly, in Blue Moon as a recent example, or I don't know, maybe even Boyhood, his scripts are just so easy to get lost in, and like he's just got such a way with like giving his dialogue like a rhythm and having it flow naturally, and then like saying, like having one-liners in the script that just fucking like gut punch you. And here I just don't, there's not as much of that. Like, I find what the film is as a whole to be a lot more profound than anything it's like saying to your face. And that's obviously probably like the point. Like, you're not going to get high schoolers saying anything particularly profound. You're just going to get funny one-liners, but that's the thing that holds this back, that I think makes it a bit irritating for people who really don't like this movie. Like, that's why I can totally understand this not gelling well with a lot of people, is because it's like, yeah, if you're not there with it, the script is not going to help you out in any way. You just got to embrace the style and the vibe. But yeah, that's really the one downside. You asked, is Sean Baker the modern Linklater? I think they're completely different. I kind of get where you're coming from, but as far as like realism goes, but I would say, and it might be way too early to say this, the filmmaker right now who reminds me the most of Linklater, or specifically this movie, is Karst Lund, director of Ephus. I don't know if you guys saw Ephus. Kind of an underrated movie from last year, but a highlight of last year for sure. Ephus is like pulling a lot from this movie. Like, if I had to think of any movie that comes close to what this is doing, it's obviously Ephus, because it's like going from day to night and exploring an attitude or an idea that is, and how that attitude exists through time, how it survives, how it dwindles out. And this is like just an earlier example of that, kind of tackling it in a larger way than Ephus is. I mean, Ephus is pretty simple as it is. It's one that has really stuck with me because it's about like physical spaces and community and the like need and deep desire to keep it alive and not to let it die out. That's like kind of what that movie is about to me. And there's something really powerful about it as it gets darker and as the game gets more absurd. I mean, it's a great movie. And this is kind of the same idea, but like instead of being about baseball, it's about like the 70s as a whole. It's about youth and being and like freedom and like what, like having some sort of like choice in your life. And I don't know, it's a much, I feel like it's a similar idea, but after much bigger and grander and vaguer themes. So yeah, I that is like my answer. I'm like, that's something really exciting about Carson Lund is I feel like he scratches a very similar itch and captures the essence of this film in Ephus that certainly makes me want to rewatch it. I don't know if I would have, like, I think it kind of simplifies what this movie's doing in a way, and I'm very curious of how I would have responded to this had I not seen Ephus, because like I think that was more of an entryway into this style than this was, which is crazy to say. Do I own the Criterion? I do not. It would be a good one to own though. I'd love to see the 4K on this. Something funny, and I also haven't seen this film, is Everybody Wants Some is kind of the spiritual sequel to this. Haven't seen it. Very curious. I've heard it's like kind of a lesser version of this. I haven't heard great things, but I'm open to it. I'm curious to check it out now that I've seen this. It's funny because that kind of acts as like I can't speak on, but if I had to guess, he's kind of doing with Dazed and Confused what he did with Before Sunset in a way, as far as I can tell with that. Glenn Powell's in it, apparently. But yeah, it's an interesting movie. And, you know, I think I would call it a must watch for anyone that's like remotely interested in film, just to like familiarize yourself with this kind of movie. It's like one of the best examples of a Hangout movie I can think of. It's obviously paved the way for this type of genre. It's especially interesting because I feel like, I haven't even thought about this until just now. I feel like the Hangout genre kind of came to be in the 70s, but like didn't really define itself as boldly until this movie came along, which is like a movie from the 90s that is about the 70s, which is funny just the way all of that works. I feel like when you think of the Hangout movie, Richard Linklater is kind of the filmmaker that comes to mind. And he did so by making a movie about hanging out, capturing the energy of the 70s, which is interesting. But yeah, I really liked this movie. I didn't realize I did until it was kind of wrapping up, and I was feeling like a deep sort of sadness that I was like not going to be in the world of this movie anymore, which is obviously the appeal and kind of what this movie's saying. But I really enjoyed it. And if you haven't seen it, if you didn't watch it this week, do recommend you check it out. Have you ever seen Bernie? I have seen Bernie. Very good. I like when Richard Linklater does those kinds of movies. Those are a lot of fun. It's like very similar to Hitman, I would say. But yeah. Also fucking Nouvelle Vague. Like kind of his latest Hangout movie. It's funny because like this kind of Nouvelle Vague and Blue Moon is like if you took this and like pulled them apart, or put them together, I should say. And I think that's what makes it such like a defining film of his career, is like you get a little bit of everything from him as a director here, and he feels like he's really coming into his own in this movie. But yeah, king of the Hangout movie for a reason. This is definitely a must-see and one of the strongest examples of that genre. Actors did improvise during the making of the film. Yeah, I saw that, and I'm just curious where, because like sometimes you can feel it for sure. Sometimes it reads like that, definitely, but there's other lines where it feels so forced, and it didn't work as much. But who's to say, man? Who's to say? You do not need to watch that much Godard before watching Nouvelle Vague, I will say. I mean, do what you want to do, but I think I think you can go in blind and have a good time. This movie sounds so rich. Can you send me a link later? Anyway, gave it a 4 out of 5. Good movie. Let's check in on the poll. Next week's film. It's looking like it goes Angel's Egg at 9%. Mind Game 20%. Mary and Max 31%. Millennium Actress 40%. Millennium Actress leading the way, which I'm personally very excited about. But we will see where it ends up by the end of the stream. If you want to vote, consider becoming a member. It is available over in the community tab on this channel. Yeah, we will decide who wins at the end of the stream. Okay. Well, that was Dazed and Confused. Really enjoyed it. If you're looking to check it out, it is available on the Criterion channel and probably elsewhere. Not a hard film to find, but a good one to see. Good one to see. Okay, I really want to see Slacker. I haven't seen Slacker, which is crazy. I guess this is the earliest Linklater film I've seen, which is cool. Okay. Thoughts on the sound? Yeah, I didn't touch on the soundtrack. I should touch on that real quick. Insane soundtrack. Made up most of the budget, apparently, and that makes sense because it's like one crazy like hit rock song after another. It's a banger soundtrack for sure, and kind of makes the movie. Like that definitely like gives it a bit more oomph and you know, enhances the vibe of the whole thing. It felt like I didn't even need to bring it up because it kind of speaks for itself. It's just great songs from the era. And you honestly, like, on paper, if I were to like glance at this soundtrack on Spotify, I'd be like, well, that's a bit much. Like, I've never noticed that until watching Cruella, where I'm like, this is too much. Like, they're like overcompensating for something. But here it kind of, knowing how the film was supposed to work initially, which was, I'm pretty sure he wanted it to all take place in a car and that it would be one album playing throughout the, like, music has always been the underbelly of the whole thing. Like, it was meant to be in the background, basically, the whole film. Kind of makes sense why it is used the way it is here. Yeah. Anyway, good soundtrack, good movie. It's game time. I think we're gonna play some games. Let's hop into some Sinu Nerdle. It's been a second. I do want to play Geoguessr. I'll be honest. I know, like, I promised Sinu Nerdle, and I will certainly play Sinu Nerdle, but I was looking forward to playing some Geoguessr after last week, which went pretty well. Let me move some things around. Oh, geez. I'm gonna play a couple rounds with strangers, and then I'll hop into members rounds. Hope you understand. Okay. And then we'll do call-ins, by the way. We'll end the stream with some call-ins. Let me set this up. Cruella Defender. Are there Cruella Defenders in this chat? It's fine if you are. You can speak up. I don't mind, but I'm curious. One second. Sinu Nerdle. Okay. Damn, they changed their whole design. Everything's new. Okay. And wait, is this working? It is not. Wait, why isn't it working? Wait. Wait, I'm confused. I'm very confused. Why isn't that showing up? Hold on. Try something else. It's been a minute. It has been a minute. I'm not good at streaming. We have to remember that. It takes a second. Okay. Maybe this will work. Have you seen any of Bernardo Bertolucci's films? What are your thoughts on him? Remind me what he's done. I may have, but also I'm blanking at the moment. Okay, what about now? Okay, that worked. You just gotta do Safari every now and then, man. Curious why. Okay, that worked. Okay, let's start with the critical. Jeez, lot to figure out. Okay. If you didn't know, we are guessing the movie based on the Letterboxd review. This is what America would look like 2 days after being told they couldn't argue with each other over Twitter. Okay, reviews across the board. This seems like an easy Civil War. If I'm not wrong. Yeah, that was easiest critical of my life. Me trying to get the they should have led with me trying to get the perfect pick for my Instagram story. That would have messed me up a little bit more. That was way too easy of a first clue. All right. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. This is like connections with movies, if you didn't know. Imperial China. Mantis. Seth Rogen. Dragon. Alien. Training Montage. Shark. Simon Pegg. Eddie Murphy. Will Smith. Ego. Car Wash. RV. Rocket. Nebula. DreamWorks. Okay, DreamWorks. Mantis, where's Seth Rogen? Isn't that Kung Fu Panda? Training Montage, Kung Fu Panda. Seth Rogen, Alien RV. Is that that's gonna be Paul. And then we got Dragon. Wait, Training Montage, Eddie Murphy, Imperial China. I'm going to say Dragon. That's going to be Mulan, of course. DreamWorks, Shark, Will Smith. We're talking Shark Tale. These are easy as fuck today, man. This is like the easiest puzzles I've ever done. Let's keep it moving. Let's do the reversal. Spiral from the Book of Saw. Never seen it. Les Miserables. The Spy Who Loved Me. Never seen it. Love and Other Drugs. Never seen it. Straight Outta Compton. Octopussy, The Hateful Eight, Django Unchained, For Your Eyes Only, The Marvels, The Dark Knight Rises, Notorious, Ocean's 8, Moonraker, Malibu's Most Wanted, 8 Mile. 8 Mile. Shoot. Straight Outta Compton, The Dark Knight Rises, Ocean's 8. Okay, shoot. Okay, The Marvels, Django Unchained, Ocean's 8, nope. Eminem movie. I only know, maybe Eminem's in Notorious, and then maybe he's in, like, I'm not familiar with Straight Outta Compton, 8 Mile, Notorious, and Malibu's Most Wanted, rapper. I've never even heard of Malibu's Most Wanted. Ocean's 8. The Hateful Eight, Django Unchained. He's probably in The Marvels, yeah. And then he's probably in Oh, dude, I don't know, man. Love and Other Drugs? No. The Spy Who Loved Me? No. Book of Saw? Okay. Wasn't aware. Les Miserables? Oh, Ocean's 8. Dark Knight Rises. We're talking about Anne Hathaway. And then we're talking about 007. And then we're talking about now I'm lost. Now I'm completely lost. Ocean's 8. Oh, Ocean's 8, Hateful Eight, 8 Mile, Octopussy. There we go. That's what we needed. Okay. Good shit. Good shit. And then The Burgle, of course. Can't forget about The Burgle. Box, Costume, Gang, Meth, Police, Restaurant, Reunion, Tunnel, Video Game. Interesting. I'm like Breaking Bad, but that's not. Box, Costume, Gang, Meth, Police, Restaurant, Reunion, Tunnel, Video Game. I'm going to go with 7 for the box, you know. Box, Meth, Police. Okay. Costume, Gang, Restaurant, Video Game, Tunnel, Reunion. I know this is not it, but I'm gonna go The Third Man. I think that will take care of a few things. What? Not Tunnel? That movie's about the tunnel, basically. Reunion, Costume, Restaurant, Tunnel, Video Game. Costume, Restaurant, Video Game is tripping me up. Not gonna lie. I guess the Super Mario Brothers movie, they reunite. There's a tunnel. There might be a restaurant at some point. Oh my god. Should I just do El Camino? I don't hate El Camino. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Costume, Restaurant, Tunnel, Reunion, Tunnel. Oh. Hear me out. Tar. Hear me out. That was better. Somehow better than like most guesses. Somehow better. Okay, Costume, Tunnel, Reunion. Listen, to win, to not lose, we need to like at least get like a pair. Costume, Reunion. Costume, Reunion. Spinal Tap 2? Would that be stupid? Oh, it's not in the database. But that's fine. They didn't count my guess. We're fine. Costume and Reunion. Oh, man. What's a movie where they, like, reunite? Or a movie where they're in costume? I'm completely lost. Costume, Reunion, Tunnel. And then, like, I'm trying to think of, like, what's the grand... What movie could this possibly be that's uniting all of this? Pixels, maybe? Costume. Oh, Costume. Wait a second. Ralph breaks the internet? Please. I'm gonna fucking crash out. Oh my god. Ready Player One, not a bad idea. Except, Darjeeling Limited. Best one so far. We have to get Reunion. Oh my God, man. What was it? Let's Be Cops. The Italian Job. Sicario would have been fine. That shit was kicking my ass. I don't think I was even close. I was not even close. Holy shit, that was bad. Whatever. Let's go into battle. Movie 43 would have been a decent guess, apparently. Okay, we're playing Ceiling with 2 G's. Widows. Steve McQueen, I'm going to hit you with Hunger. Off the bat. Let's just get there. Hard Boiled, man. Man, damn. I just couldn't think of any tunnel movies besides Fallen Angels. Okay, Blitz. Saoirse Ronan, The Outrun. They have a no win condition situation going, which kind of scares me. Their rating's not that high. It's higher than mine is. Okay, Saoirse Ronan, Third Strike Opportunity. There's so many. I'll hit him with Brooklyn. Not an amazing Third Strike, but did you hear about the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary special? I've not, but good for her. Ex Machina. I'm going to go Men. Oh, Bernardo did Last Tango in Paris, The Last Emperor. I don't think I've seen any of his movies. Oh, you thought you got me with Warfare? Welcome to, well, I got options. I'm going to go to All the Boys I've Loved Before. Shit. I forgot about your damn... Oh, I'm fucked. Sierra Burgess is a loser. To All the Boys. He's All That. Escaping. Not good. Did you hear the rumors that 28 years later 3 is in limbo? I kind of assumed that, yeah, because I know the second one kind of underperformed, which is super unfortunate. I'm going to be honest with you. Jordan Peele Third Strike doesn't really exist that I know of. I will go the... I don't know if I want to do that. I will go the comedy. I saw Tim Heidecker today. I went to get lunch. That's why I was late to the stream. I was getting lunch with somebody, and Tim Heidecker was there. And I didn't know if I should have said anything, and I kind of regret not saying anything because he was walking away, and it was a perfect opportunity. But that was cool. Pavements. Nice try. Her Smell. Or no, let's go Her Smell. The Invisible Man, Elizabeth Moss, Third Strike. Oh, you ever heard of Shirley, motherfucker? Let's fucking go. Man of Steel. I'm going to hit you with Air. Doesn't work. Does not work. Of the Dead. Army of the Dead. Zack Snyder. Gonna be honest, I've not seen Man of Steel. $300. That's not good. 300. Gladiator. Motherfucker. I don't know who's in 300. Gerard Butler. Michael Fassbender. There's a guy named Michael B. Gordon. Are you serious? Michael Fassbender's Shame. Michael B. Gordon, are you serious? Oh, that's good. Assassin's Creed. Motherfucker. Assassin's Creed. How the fuck? I am gonna hit the... Okay, Marion Cotillard. Blue is the... That's not her. That's Léa Seydoux. Brendan Gleeson. That's more interesting. I'm gonna go Seven Psychopaths. No. I'm gonna go Banshees of Inisherin. Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow, Tom Cruise. I'm gonna go Cocktail. Not too bad. There's a film called Frank. I've seen Frank. That's like a 2016 Netflix classic. Risky Business. Oh man, I'm getting my ass kicked by this wing condition. Who else is in Risky Business? I don't know. I'm gonna hit you with an escape on that one. Bad Bunny is leading a movie. Which movie? He's a pretty good actor. Begonia. Begonia. I'm gonna go Bird. Some Robbie Ryan connections. Australia. I got you to escape that. That's pretty good on my part. What's it called? I just watched it, man. I just watched it. Strictly Ballroom. Get out of town. Frank would have... Wait, yeah. I didn't put that together. That would have been a good Michael Fassbender. Moulin Rouge. Man, Moulin Rouge is like the one that I don't. Train Spotting. Yep, that's okay. This is going to be bad. I'm really bad with Ewan McGregor. This is going to be terrible. Doctor Sleep. Okay, they kind of saved me there. I'm not going to lie. Doctor Sleep. What did he just... This director just made something this year, I thought, but I'm going to go The Life of Chuck. I'm terrified of whatever this Stephen King Third Strike is about to be. The Dark Tower. Yep, that's not good. Oh, God. Yeah, that's it. I'm just... Whatever, man. Whatever. Good warm-up round. Good warm-up round. Idris Elba. I didn't know, man. I didn't know. I've never seen that movie. I've never heard of that movie before in my life. We'll do some member rounds. MASH. If you are a member and you want to play, just feel free to send me a request. My username is Karsten. Come back to the Five and Dime. Jimmy Dean. Robert Altman. Buffalo Bill. McCabe and Mrs. Miller. I'm gonna keep the Robert Altman thing going. I'm gonna send us into Three Women. Badlands. Sissy Spacek. Welcome to In the Bedroom. I keep forgetting I could have been doing my Pass the Bechdel Test win condition that whole time, man. I didn't even realize it. God damn it. You need Become the Film Bro. I need Pass the Bechdel Test. passed the Bechdel test. Which one did I just watch that had this bloke in it? What was it, man? You're so rusty, dog. I really am. The thing is, I'm like, I have to pick and choose. Like, when I'm rusty in Sinu Nerdle, I'm cleaning up in Geoguessr. Sinu Nerdle, though, it's kind of ugly. I'm not going to lie. Harry Dean Stanton, third strike opportunity. I don't want to go the obvious, but you forced me to. It's fine. Become the film bro. I think I'm okay here. Hey, I'm about to be in Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. You need me to do anything before I'm gone? Can you comment the phone number for the call-ins, John? Until the end of the world, Robbie Mueller. Welcome to Down by Law. How far are you in the Oscar noms this year? I've got 2 films left. I'm very curious what 2 films those are. I was talking about it earlier. I'm doing good, and I have a plan for everything except for Children No More. Tom Waits, third strike opportunity. Or I could go Mrs. 40. No, it's Miss 45. What? I thought she was in that. I'm going to go Lux Eterna. Some Beatrice Dalle. But we are getting you to master rank in Geo. Ground Jordan, I appreciate that, but I cannot get there with you helping me along the way. I mean, like, I need help, but like if I'm only going off, I can't look at chat because you will get me there. Don't get me wrong, but I can't. It can't be. Okay, wait. Irreversible. He has to have worked with one of these lads, or not lads. I'm gonna go the Shrouds. I don't know about that play. Like, you can, like, it's just on me. It's about self-control. I just need to not look at chat. Thank you, John. David Cronenberg. We're doing that. Okay. I'm gonna go Crimes of the Future 1970 on you. Shivers. Motherfucker. Have I seen Shivers? Oh, I don't know any of these people. Where's Kokuho? I'm seeing it in theaters. Thoughts on the sentimental value Criterion cover? You know, everybody's got their opinions on this one. I was a little... Wait, let me think. Hurry Up Tomorrow. That's The Weeknd and Jenna Ortega. I'm going to go Finest Kind. I'll look for you. You're probably in the... What is your username? Alex McPherson? We're probably not friends on it yet. You're saying Waves? I guess that could have helped me. Yeah, maybe Waves was better. Miller's Crossing. Okay, this is good. Miller's Crossing. I'm escaping. I played A Room with a View instead of The Room Next Door. Okay, Birdman. Okay. Birdman. Michael Keaton. Oh my God, man. I'm so fucking rusty. What? Who else is in this movie? Emma Stone. I'm gonna go Bardo, man. not good. It's not good at all. Amores Perros. Not a bad play. Amores Perros. He wouldn't be in this, would he? He is. That's good. That's good. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Oh, yeah. I'm going to hit you with a little bit of No 2012. I know I could have played Poor Things. That felt like a slippery slope into the Become the Film Bro world. Okay, what are we doing with the club? You do know you're Pablo Larraín. Damn. I'm going to go Ema. I'm scared. I'm not going to lie. Fuck. That's exactly what I was afraid of. Oh, my God, man. My ass is getting kicked right now. Edward Lachman. What the fuck did he do? Oh, my God. What did he do? He did so many things. Oh, no. Is that it? Oh, I can't, dude. Good game. That was rough. That was really rough. God damn it. Hot Fuzz fan. Am I missing? I'll accept you for now. Okay, Smody, I'll play you. God damn it, dude. God damn it. I need to lock in. You need to Become the Film Bro. I need Pass the Bechdel Test. I couldn't name one Pass the Bechdel Test movie back there. Uncut Gems. Daniel Lopatin. Julia Fox. Lakeith Stanfield. I want to stay... Well, I shouldn't say anything out loud right now. You have 1,400. I'm going to get fucked. Get Out. Okay, we're locked in. We are locked in. Hit you with a brick. We're back. This is some real Sinu Nerdle. Remember Me. Rob Pattinson. Rob Pattinson. High Life. No, Rob Pattinson. No. Tenet with a brick. Cosmopolis. We're gonna go Shivers. Why not? I just learned about that new Joe Keery movie. I had no idea that existed. that was one of those moments where I was like, this is the first I've heard about this, and I feel really out of touch for not knowing this was ever a thing. The Fly. Welcome to Crimes of the Future 1970. That's what I thought. The player, Elliot Gould, Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice. Think. Ocean's 11. Little Murders. We are locked the fuck in right now, man. The Hunger Games. Okay, The Hunger Games. Oh, please. Fucking hell. I'm gonna just go Love Liza. Fuck it. Oh, that doesn't work. He's not in that one. Oh, Josh Hutcherson, Zathura. A space adventure. Five Nights at Freddy's. Bridge to Terabithia. We're in my zone right now. Zathura was pretty good as a kid, wasn't it? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Oh, man. What's his name? Take it easy. We're going to do Spiderwick Chronicles. I know my Freddie Highmore. I know him very well. Finding Neverland. Welcome to August. What's it called? August Rush. I never saw it. But you're getting rushed on. No, fucking hell. It worked. Okay, Kieran Culkin. We're going to hit you with Igby Goes Down. A Real Pain. Kieran Culkin, Third Strike. He just doesn't do movies that often, man. A Real Pain. It's gonna be a Jesse Eisenberg Night Moves kind of moment. That's what we like to see, and that's gonna be a brick. The Twilight Saga. Kristen Stewart was in Certain Women. I already played Kelly Riker. I was like, what the fuck? Damn it. Caught Stealing. Well, oh, you motherfucker. I almost played Priscilla. That wasn't going to count. Anyway. I forgot Laura Dern was in Caught Stealing. Fucking Elvis. We're going to do Elvis. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Austin Butler. Third Strike doesn't really exist, but there is always Barbie. There's got to be a better connection than that. No, we're gonna I'm gonna go with Nora. Oh, dude, I could have gone the Bad Bunny route. I didn't even think about that. But Brad Pitt is like film bro central. There's so many options. I didn't want to end up in Bullet Train, you know? I'm trying to get to past I need 2 more women-directed films. They couldn't get out of Anora. Oh, my God, that was close. The Florida Project. Oh, yeah, here we go. I can't think of anything, actually. Oh my God. At Eternity's Gate. Welcome home. We're good. I can see the finish line. Get fucked. Okay, Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump. Robert Zemeckis. Here or no? Here. No, not Hereditary. Talking here. What the fuck just happened? What the hell just happened? My thing went away. My thing went away, man. I swear to God, my screen like glitched out, and I all of a sudden I was not in the battle anymore. Oh my God, dude. And that one was going so well too. I mean, good game, I guess. But that was pissing me off, man. That was rigged. The game decided I was done. Also, all my requests went away. I just played Smutty, so I'm not going to play him again. Your cam has been glitching for a while? Dude, I know, man. I don't know I don't know what's going on. Eddie's Roses, if you want to re-invite. Because I know you were next. Hot Fuzz fan, I will play after this one. Don't worry. Damn, dude. I was on a tear. I had a whole plan. It's this damn computer, man. Can you guys even see the screen right now? I just realized it's not like... Are you able to see the damn screen? Googling Gary, that's what was... Okay, don't look now. Nicholas Rogue. Oh my God, Nicholas Rogue. Donald Sutherland. We see a frozen screen. Bro, what the fuck, man? This is not good. Eddie's Roses. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna restart. Motherfucker. Hold on. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. What the hell? Is everything actually fine? No. Far from it. Dude, what is going on with my life? I swear to God, if you are just tuning in, the stream has been fine this whole time. We have actually been running surprisingly smooth up until now. And of course now it's fucking weird. I'm figuring it out. Anybody seen any good movies lately? Holy shit, dude, it's busted as fuck. Oh, wait a second. Oh my God. We're back. I know you don't see it yet, but we are back. I just saw Eternity and loved it. Okay. Hot Fuzz fan, thank you for the patience. I'm going to play... challenge no longer available! Okay. Eddie's Roses, if you want to send another invite, feel free to. I'm going to play Hot Fuzz fan in the meantime. Are you going to watch that Goat movie? I am. I do plan on seeing it. I know the guy who wrote it, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. Okay. This is fine. We are playing classic mode, just so you know. But that's okay. I'm down for classic mode. Just trying to stay alive. The Judge, Robert Downey Jr., Robert Duvall, Billy Bob Thornton. I'm going to go the man who wasn't there. I've been watching The Pit. Crime 101 is a good one. I need to get around to it. I know I can't play Crumb, but I can play Ghost World or Gilmore Girls. Nope, that's not going to work. Intolerable Cruelty. Surely a battle royale. I'll do a battle royale in a second. Of course, there is a Led Zeppelin song called Dazed and Confused. They were popular in the 70s. I did not know that. I know who Led Zeppelin are, though. The American, George Clooney. What is that? Syriana? I watched The Fall a couple days ago, still sitting with it. That's one that you really do got to sit with. Not going to lie. I'm going to hit you with Frankenstein. Let's open this all the way back up. Did a Bound and Showgirls double feature the other day. That is a fantastic pairing, I'm not going to lie. Those movies have like they're spiritually connected in some way. Kronos. Devil's Backbone. Nightmare Alley. Bradley Cooper. Cate Blanchett. Blue is the warmest color. What am I talking about, man? It's Blue Jasmine. I watched Totally Fucked Up on my birthday last Wednesday. What'd you think? That one's kind of hit or miss for some people. Midnight in Paris. Owen Wilson. I'm going to hit you with Cars. Damn. I enjoyed it. That's good to know. Glad you enjoyed that. Marley and Me. Owen Wilson, Third Strike. Hutch. Starsky and Hutch. Oh, come on, brother. You don't know Starsky and Hutch? Brawl in Cell Block 99. Vince Vaughn. Wedding Crashers. Dragged Across Concrete. What is this Vince Vaughn knowledge? Mel Gibson. Don Johnson. Udo Kier. Oh, I'll hit you with some Secret Agent, man. Why not? In your opinion, who's the most mid director? Oh gosh. Mid director for me? I think like speaking on their filmography as a whole, like if it balances out into mid, I'm skipping on that one. Faux show. The First Omen. You kind of got my ass. I really thought I had you there, but like you know damn well I'm not good. The Nun. What the fuck, man? I haven't seen The First Omen. Omen, The Omen, Omen 3, The Omen, fucking 2006. Dude, I can't win a game today. I cannot win a single game today, man. Holy shit, man. This is so bad. I didn't know you knew your Brazilian cinema like crazy. I was like, there's no way we're going to keep going. And you kept going. Kevin Costner. Field of Dreams. I don't know. Okay, you need to become the film bro. I need to pass the Bechdel test. God damn, dude. He said, welcome to Recife. That was crazy, man. Sex Bomb, I'll play you next. Holy shit, dog. Burt Lancaster. The Swimmer. The place I like to be. Suicide Squad. Okay. Okay, here we go. Pass the Bechdel test. Suicide Squad. You know I'm going to go bombshell. With a brick. That was insane, man. Do you think you'll skip A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey? No. I plan to see it. I did miss the run. And I can't say I'm looking forward to it. But I will certainly be seeing it. Nicole Kidman. Eyes Wide Shut. Oh, I got a gift? What the fuck? What the hell just happened? Okay, I'm going to hit you with, well, let me think for a second. Eyes Wide Shut. I mean, I am going to go Cocktail with a Brick. Thoughts on Suicide Squad soundtrack? You know, from what I remember, there's like only one I remember, and it's the Rick Ross one, right? Isn't there a Rick Ross Skrillex song? Vanilla Sky. Vanilla Sky. I'll go Almost Famous. Isn't there a new what's his name? Cameron Crowe movie coming out? That was just announced. Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. Ethan Hawke has worked with, I don't know, man. He hasn't worked with anybody. Philip Seymour Hoffman, we're gonna take you back to Love Liza, though. That's for sure. John Groff, thank you for being a member for 1 month. Loved your video on the lowest rated movies. Appreciate you. Thank you. I'm glad I didn't do all of that for nothing. Scent of a Woman. Isn't That My Boy? I love Love Liza. It's so good. It's actually so good. I was like really into that movie. One of my favorite Philip Seymour Hoffman performances for sure. I mean, I was thinking about it in light of Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. And like, I haven't seen him just like wallow in depression the way he does in, okay, give me 1 second. Al Pacino. The way he does it in Love Liza is just incredible. Really good vibe. 12 Angry Men. We're doing the William Friedkin thing. I'll go Sorcerer, I guess. I'm a little scared about this. Have you heard of the new Sean Baker film set in Italy with Mikey? Is it Mikey Madison? To Live and Die in L.A. What's his name? Has worked with... I don't think he has. Take you all the way to the Brutalist. What? Got my guys mixed up. Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe was in John Turturro. We're going to go Miller's Crossing. Man, Jesus Christ. I forgot how great Hoffman is in Moneyball. Dude, like, you forget, A, that he's in the movie, and then he shows up, and then you realize he's, like, perfectly cast as that kind of, like, it's like he just embodies that figure so well. And then he's amazing. And then he just kind of like runs laps around Brad Pitt's best performance, which is insane. Fargo. Oh, you just gave me this one. You just kind of gave me this one. Thank you. Unless you're pulling a trick on me. Mississippi Burning. Not seen it. Willem Dafoe. Gene Hackman. We're gonna go with Postcards from the Edge. You found the Jim Jarmusch interview saying he'll skip Cannes? Damn, dude. What's it through? I'm gonna try and check out Resurrection for sure. Superman 1978. Gene Hackman. Third strike opportunity. That's a pretty goated play, I'm not gonna lie. For a few reasons. I'm a little nervous. Jingle all the way. All that jazz. Okay, that's what I thought you would do. Star. What's that movie called, man? Star 80. Star 80. I was like, what is it called again? Cabaret? Oh, man, you know I don't know anywhere. I don't know where to go from this. Liza Minnelli? What's she in again, man? What's she in? Oh my god. I don't know what else she's in. Fuck. Holy shit. Jingle all the way. We're doing Jingle all the way. We're doing. I don't want to be here. I really don't want to be here at all. We're doing Kindergarten Cop. What was the moment you realized you don't like superhero movies? I'm not like I don't want to. I just don't. I'm not that kind of hater, you know. Like I'm not that hard of a superhero movie hater. I know that's gonna sound rich coming from me, but like. It wasn't like there was one movie where I was like, fuck this. I think it's just like, it was like the over like saturation of, there's just too many of them. It felt like I saw it in like the world around me, like that was the only movie that the youth was into. And that just annoyed me. But like the movies themselves, I really don't mind them most of the time. I'm going to go Blue Collar. Somewhere weird with it. Brick. Harvey Keitel. It's gonna be the piano, man. It's gonna be the piano. I think like the one that felt like a rock bottom moment though was Thor: Love and Thunder. I also like kind of clocked that they weren't really for me or my thing when I saw Captain America: Civil War in high school. And everyone loved it, and the people I saw it with really loved it. And I was like, that was cool, but I just didn't really see what everyone else saw. And I was like, maybe these just aren't for me. And it was not, it's not like a malicious thing, man. I'm just like, I don't think these are my thing. Did you dig Endgame? I did. That's what I'm saying. Like, I thought Endgame was a good ass time. Get fucked. I saw Endgame in Paris, France with like an insanely hyped audience, and it was a really like memorable movie going experience. One of my favorite movie going experiences. Pitch Perfect. Okay, I can do something with this, man. I can do something with this. Woman of the Hour. Do you dig Star Wars? I didn't grow up on it, but I had a really good time with like the rollout of this new trilogy. Like I was into the fact that was okay. GG's. We finally got a point on the board. Like when the Force Awakens came out, my entire swim team went to see it as like a team outing, which was not like a normal thing. We like rarely did that, but we all went to see it as a team. And like the way things were revealed in that movie and like all the Harrison Ford shit, I was just like, oh, this is exciting, man. I was into it. I think I liked that movie more because I didn't like grow up on Star Wars or have many like preconceived I don't know. Just like I didn't have all the expectations that like a Star Wars fan had. So I was just like, oh, this is a good time. Okay, this is the last member round I'll do, and then I'm gonna hop into a Geoguessr, I think. The judge, Robert Downey Jr. Chaplin. For Ken? What are you talking about for Ken? I watched your TIFF video. Why did you decide to dye your hair red? I was a junior in college and was like, now, if not now, when, you know? Lion King 2. Well, I'm gonna go election. They need Winona Ryder. I need pass the Bechdel test. Why do I feel like you don't play around with Winona Ryder? I'm a little scared here. Yeah, I just thought it would. I've always wanted to dye my hair, and I was like, pink is a cool color to dye your hair to because it's like an interesting color to match with like every outfit you have. It's the kind of color where it's like if that's your hair, it kind of goes with everything, in my opinion. Yeah, we're gonna do American Pie 2 for sure. Carson, would you dye your hair today? I've thought about it a lot. I have revisited the idea of dyeing my hair several times. But I don't know. My hair's already kind of fucked up, and I don't want to damage it anymore. And it's naturally graying on the sides. Like, every day I wake up to a new gray hair on the sides. I know it's not visible to the camera, but, like, if you're up close, you could see it. Role models? What is... Paul Rudd. Right. He seems like he would work with women. But I couldn't think of any on the top of my head. Thought about shaving that stash. I think about it all the time. Yeah, we're gonna need to talk about Kevin real quick though. Grow a beard. I'm working on it. Fantastic Beasts. Fantastic Beasts. Is this who I think it is? I'm gonna go fun with Dick and Jane. It's not who I thought it was. I'm gonna go with oh my god, Theory of Everything. I could not remember the name. Are balding also if you're are you balding also if you're growing gray hair? Is that what you're asking? I had some balding going on, and this is, I promise you, this is not an ad. Wait, Jupiter Ascending. Is this who I think it is? No, it's not. No, it is not. Channing Tatum, Mila Kunis, Vanessa Kirby. No. What's that movie called? Of a Woman? Pieces of a Woman. I was experiencing some hair loss in the front here, but I started taking a Hims hair loss spray, and again, this is not an ad, but it does a good job, man. It does a really good job. That is not Vin Diesel. That is fucking Bruce Willis. Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw. Smashing Machine. I'm not opposed to going bald. My uncle is bald, and so I kind of see it happening for me. Or I saw that, and I was, well, my uncle's bald, but my grandpa has like really crazy hair in the way that mine kind of comes across as every now and then. And so I'm like, I'd much rather end up like my gramps. Though I could make bald work if I had to go bald, but I was like, I'm gonna take action. Dude, what is the River Thief? Let's just start over. My dad is not bald. My dad though has like the gray hair on the side, but not on the rest of his head. Yeah, it's the Beguiled time. So that's why I think I'm going to have gray hair on my sides, which is what's happening right now. Mean Girls. I mean, let's just try it. Don't think it's going to work. Didn't work. Is the Door movie got anything? No. We're going to go Mean Girls 2004, of course. Spring break plans, The Bride or Hoppers. Obviously going to see The Bride. Pretty excited for it. Aliens in the Attic. Isn't that fucking Selena Gomez? No, it's not. What is Aliens in the Attic? I swear to God, I thought that was Selena. Holy shit, I haven't thought about that movie in so long. Okay, man, we got to lock in. We're out of escapes. We can do this. Into the Woods, Chris Pine. It's going to be a pool man situation for sure. Nice. What's it called? Get Shorty. Why are people not talking about The Bride and brushing it off? I think it's like a similar situation to how... What the hell is Death to Smoochie? It worked. It worked. Because it looks corny. Trailer looks a little corny. I was going to say, I think people... It's like a similar situation to Wuthering Heights where I feel like people put off talking about that for a while. GG's. Oh... Elizabeth Banks. What did she just direct? What did Elizabeth Banks just direct? It's fine. Cinecritic, thank you for being a member. Thank you for being a member for 1 month. Where are you watching movie 43? Or when are you watching movie 43? That's a good question. I really should get around to it. It was Cocaine Bear. Yeah, that's right. Artemis Fowl. Judi Dench. I'm going to hit you with Belfast, I guess. Thor. Yeah, Thor. Thor. Worst times with Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman. That's something. That's something. I'll tell you that much. Carrie. Julianne Moore. The Miseducation of Cameron Post. This game is insane, man. He was in Oppenheimer. I was trying to avoid Oppenheimer. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude, fuck. This is not good. We are in a bad place. We are in a horrible, horrible place right now. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is at all. Good game. Good game. I don't know where we are anymore. Holy shit. Oh my God. That was brutal, man. That was brutal. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to play some Geoguessr, if that's okay with everybody. Oh my god, that was some of the worst Sinu Nerdle I've ever played in my life. I was running around like crazy. Okay, finishing the stream with a little Geoguessr. There we go. Let's play some duels. I got promoted to gold 2, man. I got promoted to gold 2. We will take it. No move, of course, as usual. And let me make sure that's good. Okay. The documentary Daughters that came out in 2024, you should definitely see it. I should, yeah. It's not 4 Daughters, right? It's just called Daughters. Because I've seen 4 Daughters, but I don't think I've heard of just Daughters. But I will, what is it about? I'm very curious. Okay. Okay, locking in. We're here. We're playing Geoguessr. It's going to be great. This is going to be, I'm going to go Mexico. That feels safe. It was Tunisia. Warming up. It's fine. We can still win this. It's just Daughters? Okay. Fuck no. So bad, man. This is so bad. That's the ocean. To the east. Fucking... It does not make sense in that way to go over there. I might hit the Dominican Republic. I don't know. It was Argentina. Okay, good warm-up round. Just getting to know the game. Just learning how to play the game real quick. Just had to make sure my controls worked. Let's play a real round now. Let's actually play a real round. Because that was just like making sure my internet was fine. Good to know everything works and the clicks are good. And have you seen the new AI documentary coming to theaters? I've not heard anything about that. Okay. Playing for real this time. This is very odd. Like, there's something American about this. Not gonna lie to you. There is something American, but those buildings over there didn't look particularly... I mean, I guess they could be. I'll go America. I'll play it safe. I'll go like Missouri. It was fucking Argentina, dude. Oh my god. What is happening today? What the fuck is happening to me? Okay, we need this one. Okay, this is Thailand. I'm gonna guess it's Thailand. Does that give us anything? No. Let's lock in Thailand. Could honestly be like over here. Okay, we got that point. Just barely. Just barely. Okay. This is us. Locking in. This is obviously Bulgaria. like Western Bulgaria. Pretty obviously. It was Romania. It's fine. Not the end of the world. Same idea. Okay. Roma, Bremen. Oh fuck. Um. Oh damn. What am I looking at right now? Klinika Beach. Oh my god. There's so much information and I can't put together any of it. Tirajana. Is this like? I'm getting a lot of mixed signals here. I want to say it's like Turkey, but I'm not sure. I might throw down Turkey. Surely it's Turkey. It was, oh my god, it was, are those the Canary Islands? It's not a bad guess. I should have just committed to the Canary Islands. Okay. Okay. This seems like it's obviously something, but I'm really at a loss. I will say they're trying to embarrass me on this one. They really are trying to embarrass me today because these are absurd locations. This is not how this usually goes down. Kazakhstan, I believe you. I fully believe that. And I'm going to take this. I just need some, like, listen, I will be taking chat because I need some momentum. I need to get my confidence up here. It wasn't. It was Norway, man. It was Norway. You were saying Kazakhstan with your whole chest. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. This is good. I think this is good. It's kind of got a, I don't know. Now I'm overthinking. This is France. That's a little too close to Paris for me, but I think that's going to be okay. It was Luxembourg. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's a point on the board, man. Okay. We're locked in. We're locked in for sure now. Live. That's Kai. Oh, it's Swedish. It's got to be Swedish. I'm going to hit Swedish, kind of South Swedish, honestly. Looks a little bit more farmy, a little bit fieldy. This is us. Surely this is us. Where are they going? Oh my god, man. We're back. We're back. Okay, we're fine. Everything's good. We're back to normal. I just needed to like loosen up a bit. I was a little nervous, I guess. Woo. Carson, you have to watch Tall Girl. Watch Tall Girl. What isn't that like yesterday's news? Why Tall Girl? Dominican Republic, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, I could be wrong. I'm like 90% sure that's that flag, but is it though? What is that flag? Why am I Costa Rica? Okay, that's, yeah. I was like, Dominican Republic's more like a cross. You're so right. You're so right. I'll take that correction. Close call. Close call. It was definitely not Thailand. Don't cheat. I know. I really shouldn't be. That was the last time I look at chat all day. Chat is over here for the record. Chat is all the way. If my head goes over here that you know I'm cheating, I'm not cheating. Interesting. This is gonna be a sneaky Australia situation. I bet it was Brazil. I almost went Brazil. Oh my god, I should have trusted my gut on that one. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Okay, this is an easy Rwanda. I've never been more confident in my life. They think it's Brazil. They're in for a very uncomfortable round. Okay, it was Costa Rica. God damn it. Okay. Small hill. Oh, jeez. What the hell is this? What the fuck is this? Jesus. I'm gonna go like fucking Bolivia, I think. I don't feel awesome about this. It was Colombia. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're still in the running. We're good. Timothy Lake. Skyline Road. Interesting. Portland. Okay, well, they could be trying to trick me here, but I'm gonna safely assume they're not. Portland is northwest, so yeah, I mean, I'll just go over there. Oh my god, they found government camp. God damn it, they're gonna get this. That's fine. We're close enough. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Let's just get back to it. I need to get some points on him. I can't let this happen. Fucking hell. This is so bad. This is so bad. This is actually like my worst nightmare. I have no idea what this is. Oh my god. Oh man, just throw in the towel. It looks kind of Russian. Looks kind of Russian, but I'm not. Like, could be Ukraine. Okay, we were on the same page there. I wish I was a little bit more in the center. That would have been the game, man, but okay. Fuck. What is this? I'm going to say Japan. Central Japan, kind of. It's Taiwan. That's it. It was China. Oh my god, man. I did get my 70mm tickets. Okay, that's fine. We'll get them next time. I kind of hate this. We're driving on the left, so that leads me to believe we are in Australia, possibly. It was South Africa. I'm getting mad now. Now I'm getting kind of angry. It's not fun anymore. Today was not our day with the games, I guess. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Weinstube zur. I'm going to say Austria. Like down here. Heart's not in it. Okay. We got some points there. Wrong country, but we got some points. Yappy. Some are saying, is this is an obvious Turkey, I feel like. This is pretty obviously Turkey. I feel decent about this. How do we do? Okay, man. Okay, we're locking in. We're locked in. Everything's gonna be fine. Mejor precio y servicio. Okay, we're speaking Spanish, and we are jugo naturales. My light went out. I don't know. This has a Peruvian vibe, if I'm gonna be honest. I think so. I'm gonna go like, Peru, but near Colombia, just in case. Oh no! It was That one was Mexico. That one was Mexico. Sometimes it is Mexico. What are we doing here? We're playing Geoguessr, man. You're saying Thief is overrated? I just don't think you're there yet. Okay. They gave us an easy Greece. We will take those. What do you mean Constructurama is Mexico? Like, what makes it Mexico? Okay. Just barely squeaked ahead on that one. All we need is one good round. Just one good round is all it takes. Oh, shit. What is this? What the fuck is this? Oh, jeez. What is this? I'm actually so confused. Wow. What language is that? I'll be honest, I did read chat. I'm not sold on that, but I'm going to go for it. I don't know, man. South Brazil? I went North Brazil. Oh my God. This is the last round for sure. Our heart's not in it this round, man. I mean, they'll probably... Okay, they're going to go Colombia. See, this is why we would never be in this place without chat. We would have done... Oh, man. Okay. I need this one. Okay. I think... What is this road again? This road is usually Thailand, I thought. But I can't be too sure. I'm going to go like southern Thailand. Why do I feel like this is like Indonesia? They're going Indonesia. It's going to be Indonesia. Okay. That's not terrible. We're really getting down there. Like we're barely hanging on, but we're still alive. Okay, hear me out. It's fucking like it's Estonia. It's Estonia. Hear me out. Oh, they're going. Oh, we might have this. Oh my God. That was pretty incredible. I'm not going to lie. The fact that it was Estonia. It was Estonia. Holy shit, man. I mean, we kind of gotta end on that. That's a good way to end it, to be honest. I really want to keep going, but that's kind of as good as it's gonna get. That's a good I'm gonna end on that note. Let's do the call-ins. Holy shit. I feel good. I feel good after that one. Okay. Let's do the call-ins. If you're new here, I guess I just realized the call-in never. That's the call-in number. If you want to leave us a message, how it works if you're new here, you call that number, you leave a voicemail asking for a movie recommendation based on whatever you're into, and I will give you a recommendation on stream. It's this new thing we're trying out. I kind of like it compared to the Letterboxd roast. I know that's like gonna hurt some people. You're not gonna want to hear that, but I am a fan of this. I have a lot of fun doing this. It's funny hearing you guys' voices. So yeah, anyway, that's what this is. I'm going to pull this up now. Not dox you guys like I did that one time. And yeah, let's run it. Wait. That's really quiet. Wait. Oh, wait. Testing? Wait. Bro, why is everything breaking today? Why is nothing working, man? When did you dox us? It was, we don't need to talk about it. It was a couple streams ago. Not my proudest moment. Dude. Okay, maybe this isn't going to work. It's working. Okay. Never mind. We're good. Let's run it.
Hello, my name is Omar. I'm from Mexico City.
Shout out Mexico.
My 4 favorite films are The Lighthouse, Ratatouille, I'm Thinking of Ending Things, and Paris, Texas.
Okay.
I know that's a wide range of movies, but that's what I like. I like movies that are like strong character pieces, you know. I'm big into horror, so anything of that ilk will suit me. Also, the last thing, I really recommend you watch the movie Totem by Lila Avilés. I think it is the best representation of Mexican family dynamics, especially if you live in Mexico City. Okay, bye.
Thank you for the recommendation. That sounds great. I would love to check that out. Okay, so horror movie, kind of like stylized. You said strong character. Strong. Okay. I feel like I'm always recommending Japanese films on this, but like I can't help it. Right now I feel like based on The Lighthouse, based on Paris, Texas, based on I'm Thinking of Ending Things, you're kind of like, you would love like a psychological horror thriller that looks really nice, and I can't recommend Woman in the Dunes enough. It sounds like Woman in the Dunes is like your next step into what you're looking for if you haven't seen it already. It's a very psychedelic movie. I don't know if I would call it like the strongest character piece, but it's definitely like it definitely like puts you in the head of the character. Why is it glitching? So I feel like you would get down with Woman in the Dunes. I know it's on Criterion. It's based on a novel, which is equally as like psychedelic and heady. It's beautiful, stylistically very strong, very distinct. Yeah, give it a shot. Give it a shot. Woman in the Dunes. Woman in the Dunes. Classic Japanese horror film. Thank you, Omar, for calling in. Let's run this one.
Hey, Carson, fellow Unk here.
All right. Listen, I don't know why I'm Unk. I don't know what defines Unk. You can't place that on me. But moving on.
My top 4 films are Magnolia, Paul Thomas Anderson, Waiting for Guffman, Christopher Guest,
I like the
For Your
director names.
Consideration,
Christopher
also
Guest,
and let's say Clue.
Damn.
I'm a real good hang. Looking for a wreck. Peace out.
You do seem like a good hang based on these. I will say, like, if you're gonna commit to the Christopher Guest thing, I guess Unk is in my name. Damn, I didn't think about that. Yeah, if you're gonna commit to the Christopher Guest thing, For Your Consideration, I know we're not roasting, but damn, over A Mighty Wind, over Best in Show, you're going For Your Consideration. That's crazy. You are a good hang though. These are good movies. Magnolia does feel like the kind of loner here. It's not as good of a time as these others, but let's see. I don't want to recommend like another mockumentary, as easy as that is. Though I will say, actually, you know what? It's not a mockumentary, but it's got the same kind of feel. If you haven't seen Four Lions, you're in for a treat. Four Lions is one of the best comedies of its time. One of my favorite handheld crash zoom style comedies, written by Jesse Armstrong, who wrote Succession. It definitely has that Succession sense of humor in it. Yeah, man, it's a great movie, and it's very much kind of in your realm of humor. I think you'd really dig it. As far as like other goofy comedies, like check out Popeye. Sure. That's a silly one. It might be a little too silly for what you're looking for, but yeah, I would check out Popeye. Why the fuck am I glitching, man? Do it? It's like a visual hiccup. Okay. Let's run another one. This one says transcription not available, so this will all be a discovery for all of us, whatever this ends up being.
Hey, this is Yitzy. My 4 favorite films are The Red Shoes, The King of Comedy,
Ooh.
The Social Network,
Ooh.
and Once Upon a Time in
Ooh.
Hollywood. I like to try all types of films from all years, see a lot of directors and styles and genres that I haven't watched as many as yet. And yeah, I'm really open to any type of film that is worth my time. Sounds good.
Okay. This is a tough one. I'm not gonna lie. You left this one wide open. Like that gives me close to nothing to work with, but I also gives me everything to work with. So let's see. The Red Shoes, King of Comedy, all off the bat, very different movies. The Social Network, Where Are We? And then Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like, yeah, we're throwing anything in here at this point. Okay. You want something kind of... I feel like I'm always also recommending this guy, but... I don't know, actually. I was going to say The Young Girls of Rochefort by Jacques Demy, because it kind of has like a similar vibrant... but you don't seem like a musical kind of person. I don't know what your taste is. I'm having a really hard time finding the through line here. But, like, because I know, like, I mean, I want to recommend another Powell and Pressburger film. I think you would dig A Matter of Life and Death. But I don't know if that's the one to go with. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, King of Comedy. Like, you like a sense of humor. You want, like, a splash of personality. But something pretty serious, it sounds like. All That Jazz seems up your alley. This is tough. This is breaking my brain. Damn, man. I guess, we've watched it on the broadcast, so you may have already seen it, but The Fall does seem like something that could be your thing. Maybe? If not The Fall, okay, you're really like giving me anything to work with. I'm going to throw out Le Samurai, the Alain Delon movie. Actually, I would take it a step further. Purple Noon? Is it Purple Noon? Yeah. Wait. Let me double check. Yes, Purple Noon. Another Alain Delon. That, like, I can't really argue for it, but, like, that fits. That kind of fits, I think. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Maybe that will work. Okay, we'll do one more. Last one for today.
Hi, Karsten. My 4 favorite films are E.T., Her, Arrival, and Wizard of Oz. But for today, I feel like watching a documentary. So can you recommend me a good documentary? Maybe one that's not like really hard watch or really sad, but maybe just something really well made and something that's really good. Thank you.
If you're looking for a good ass documentary that's like a fun watch that will make the time fly, check out Hands on a Hard Body. It's one of Quentin Tarantino's favorite movies. It's basically like the first Mr. Beast video, but it's way better than that. There's actually it says a lot about humanity and the lengths we're willing to go to achieve something or for money. Like how absurd it will get to just win in life. It just distills that all into a very simple competition of a bunch of people who have to keep their hand on a car for a certain amount of time. And it's absolutely riveting. I believe it's 1997. Yes, let me double check. Hands on a Hard Body. Yes, the 1997 documentary. I believe it's on Internet Archive, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not, maybe. I don't know. It's findable. It's findable. But I really love that movie, and it's a really it's kind of a feel-good documentary that'll make you you'll be very entertained for sure. You'll get weirdly invested in these people. And yeah, it's a good time. Good time. Hands on a Hard Body. My doc of the day. Okay, I think that's gonna do. If yours didn't get answered, if we didn't run yours, then that's okay. We will do it in the next stream. We have plenty to go through. But for now, let's check the poll. Let's see where we're at in the poll for next week's movie. The winner is... Well, actually, I'm gonna run them down for suspense. Angel's Egg, 4th place, 11%. Not gonna be Angel's Egg. Mind Game, 17%, 3rd place. Mary and Max, 27%, 2nd place. Millennium Actress, 1st place, 44%. Guys, and by we I mean I will be finishing Satoshi Kon's filmography this week with Millennium Actress. It was the last one on my list. I'm very excited. Millennium Actress, 2001, Satoshi Kon. It's available on Pluto TV, the Roku channel, HBO Max, Crunchyroll, Hulu. It's like everywhere. It's actually like so accessible. So yeah, Millennium Actress. I'm really excited for this one. This is gonna be a good time. Yeah, okay. Guys, that's gonna do. Are you gonna make an Oscar video like last year's one? Of course, there will be an Oscar stream as well. Hopefully we fucking figure out these glitches by then. Yeah, that's gonna do, guys. Thank you for tuning in. This was a chaotic one. This was a fun one. But we had some highs, we had some lows. And if anyone has access to Children No More, please let me know. Please DM me on Instagram or something. I need to find that movie to watch. If that's the video you were talking about, yes, I will be doing that video as well, where I watch every nomination. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. This was fun. Aria, thank you for the membership for 3 months. Carson, you should try watching Industry. I know. People have been talking about that all day. Okay, that's going to do. Thanks, guys. I will see you next week with Millennium Actress. Bye-bye.